Boom, I'm back, everybody. Let's get to it. We're ready to play some 7 Days to Die. Let's get into some trouble. All right, everybody. What we're going to do is do some building tonight. We've got a lot of stuff to clear out here on the base. Where we are is we're way out here in the middle of this particular area. And again, we want to build a giant compound here. We're going to try to build it out as big as we can. A massive, massive compound. We're going to put a whole bunch of traps in there. We're going to put a whole bunch of stuff to fend off all the bad guys, right? So we're going to need some turrets. We're going to need some blade traps. We're going to try some different things than we usually do. Now, of course, one of the things that we really need is the Kismet kill box. So we've got to find a place that's not right next to where our bunker is, right, which is where all our loot is. We've got to find a place away from there to do our actual kill box. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore around a little bit. Now, since it's daytime here, or at least somewhat daytime, it is almost morning time, actually. My game sound on. There we go. There we go. So now it's morning time. We can go ahead and run around and we can take a look and say, okay, where do we want the actual kill box itself? We can go and put it on the road over here, which is a pretty great thing. We've done that many times before. We've also built inside the town. We've taken over certain locations and rebuilt those locations. We've done a lot of that. But I want to build out where there's nothing. Just like we got our own like little private little spot out here. Now also I noticed in this particular thing, notice this little kind of crosshair there. There's another one over here. There's like these random things out here in the middle of nowhere as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Kismet kill box today. And see what we can get done there. Turn our light on. And I'm thinking we just get on the bike, tool around a little bit, see what we can find. See what we can find. Now, one of these bikes in here is mine, but I don't remember which one it is. I think it might be this one. I think it's that one or it's this one. Let's see. Looks like it was that one. Oh, nobody took the stuff out. Okay. Alrighty. So I left my bike there as a drop box so people could take the stuff out. But they didn't get around to it yet, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and actually, we'll start with a bit of organizing. So we'll go ahead and put all of this stuff in here. Concrete, the finished concrete, and the stuff there. We're going to go ahead and also, let's see, we can put that up in the drop box for now. See what we can put up here in the drop box. Now here's one thing, you can just hit R. It grabs all the stuff and puts it in your inventory, so it stacks anything it can stack. Right? And then we'll go ahead and just put that stuff back up there again. Now this is this is easy stuff here. This is like building materials right there. So that's easy to pull out of there and say, okay, that's building materials. I'm going to put that in building materials and so on. And then you can just organize it a little bit while you're at it. Now if you sort it here too, if there's anything that can stack on top of each other, that stuff will sort. I'm going to go ahead and put those calipers in there as well. We've also got 20,000 tokens. So we also need a trade box. I don't think we've created one yet. Nope. Trade. And then we'll go ahead and just put that cash into the trade box. We've also got our food, water, meds. There we go. We got some of that in there. Lead penny. You want to pull that out of there. And then again, we have several drop boxes up here. Now, again, my idea was to use the bikes here as drop boxes. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, because the bikes in this particular mod have a massive, massive amount of space, as you can see. So let's go ahead and just grab stuff. We know we can stack into certain boxes here. There's a very easy amount of stuff. Actually, we'll take the gas out, put the gas back in again. I'll refill a little bit. Put that gas back in. This definitely looks like my bike here. I'm going to go ahead and put my lock back on it again, so I know that one's mine. And let's go ahead and just stack a lot of this general materials in there, like so. And then let's go ahead and go to clay. And we'll go ahead and stack what little clay that we have. There we go. And concrete. We didn't put sand in there. See how our stone looks. Lots of stone. Let's go ahead and combine stone and sand for right now. There we go. There we go. Now, usually I have combined boxes. I don't like to go in and out of 53 boxes. It drives me insane. Drives me insane when everybody has like a separate box for everything. Why do it drive me insane? Because I've done that before. As a quartermaster, I have made it where every single one is a separate box, and it sucks. It sucks big time. You want to make mixed boxes for people so they can grab stuff very quickly and get the heck out of there. You don't want to spend an hour and a half and going in and out of your poorly sorted boxes. Like if they're looking for raw iron, forged iron, or black iron, or in this case, forged steel, they can also put that in there as well. So it's all in one spot. You can sort it. Boom. There you go. You got the raw. In this case, you've also got the tungsten, which is part of this particular mod. We can also put other raw materials in there as well. Thank you, Victor, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, and DIY. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Playing some 7 Days to Die, one of my favorite games. Incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. Super, super addicting as well. All right, so we got some copper. We got some zinc as well. We got some more stone and sand there. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the sand in there. We got some tungsten as well. So we got stone and sand there. We've got clay here. Plenty of clay. Maybe we'll also put clay, copper, and then tung. Like that. So I don't have to type the whole thing out. In this case, we got zinc. Should have put an N in there. Should have put an N in there. So I'll also put these in here. And again, I like to combine things instead of doing 53 boxes. This way, it's less amount of stuff to kind of micromanage as well. And this should be raw. Raw. There we go. All right. So that's going to be raw copper, raw tungsten. We've also got first aid bandages. We got iron. So this we call that black iron. This right here. That's black iron. You've got concrete, which goes down here. Right there. All right, and then we'll go down here, and we'll drop that in there. We got a whole bunch of more black iron that I missed. These forges right in the way. I got to fix that. I can't stand when the forges are in the way. You can't get to the boxes. Stuff's in the way. All right, so there we go. And then, of course, all this other stuff is just kind of random stuff. Nitrate, we got brass. Those are things you put, obviously, into the benches to melt down and all of that. Then we're going to go ahead and take some bandages here. We're going to take a look at how our bandages are doing. And let's see, not too many bandages. So let's go ahead and throw the bandage up there. Now, I don't try to make a whole thing full of water and a whole thing full of bandages and a whole thing full of... There's no point. I mean, how many people do you got on your server? Do you need 47 stacks of bandages? You probably don't. Probably don't. At least you don't need it in your primary box, at least. You can go ahead and just put it... you can go ahead and just put it in its own box, like raw resources, and then the primary box that your explorers and everybody are coming in and out of, they are in that mixed box. Now I put the mixed box and the drop boxes right by the doorway, so they can get to the mixed boxes. If they need to get food or tools or whatever it is, they can get that. If they need to get in the drop boxes and drop stuff in there, they can do that as well. That's part of the way that I do it. Now, of course, everybody's a little bit different, and that's okay. You got a different system, that's perfectly okay to do it the way that you like to do it. HD nail gun. I gotta ask him, where did he put it? Where was that HD nail gun? Okay, now we're just gonna drop this stuff in the drop box. Come back and sort it later. All right. Drop box 3. Oh my gosh, look at all that stuff. All that stuff too. Drop box 3. HD auger. I already got an HD auger, but this is a 600 and I got a 590. And there we go. Nice. Nice. I love me a nice auger. Okay, there we go. Turn that off so I can talk to him. Thanks for the auger, man. Awesome. Awesome. Flaccid Ostrich coming in with the host. Thank you so much for the host. Appreciate it big time. Kill them all, Kismet. It's the master hoarder. I know, huh? I need it all. There you go. I need it all, too. He's going to auger right in my ear now. He's going to auger in my ear. So, yeah. As you can see, I've got a lot more stuff in here. This stuff is a whole bunch of advanced tools and mini bike parts. And we got mini bike parts right here. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of those. Now, you got to be careful when you're taking it out of there. You can shift click it. But when you're putting it in there, in your inventory, it'll switch out this. It'll switch out your actual battery over here because it doesn't know the context of what you're doing. So, got to watch out for that. But taking it out of there, it goes nice and fast. Like that. There we go. And then we'll do mini bike parts. Like so. Then once we're out of there, we can do this. Now, I wish there was a way to just drop everything in there. That'd be awesome. I got to turn my game sounds down now. There we go. I wish there was a way to just easily drop it all in there, into here, but there isn't. There isn't like a drop everything in there, kind of like in Fallout, where you can go in there and just like, you know, drop all in, like you hit T. That would be awesome. You never know. It might come down the line. It might come in the future. Down the road. All right. I'm just trying to get just the mini bike stuff. Oops. Mini bike stuff. We'll get that taken care of first. And then all the baskets. Ah, perfect. Perfecto. I don't know if it's going to fit in this thing, though, but we're going to try. Some frames. Sort that. There we go. Gasoline doesn't belong in there. We'll take that out of there. And let's just sort it by quality level. And we'll go reverse quality level. Take these engines out. Put those in there and that seat. Sort that. Anything that's really low level, I'll just take out of there. Like this. And I'll put it in a separate box. Because if you're making a bike, then you want it to be high level. If you're making other things other than the bike, then you want it to be really low level, right? Because if you're turning it into like a, say a cement mixer, you want to use the lowest quality engine because it doesn't matter. It's still going to be the same. It's going to still be the same thing. So there's no reason to build a really high level, use a really high level one on like a cement mixer or something like that. All right, looking good. Looking good there. So we got the mini bike parts in there. And then these are advanced tools and also other stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's put advanced tools right here. And I'll go ahead and just put all that stuff in there for now. All right. We can always move that stuff around later once we get our other base up and running. But right now, this is just a temporary base. Temporary base that probably eventually we're going to tear down. But for right now, we need a place to put all this extra stuff. Put all this extra stuff for right now. All right, advanced tools. There we go. And we'll just throw all that in there. We'll take the padlock out, though. And then we can put that in mini bike parts. There we go. And what else we got? And we have a whole bunch of farming stuff. All right. Like so. And farming. There we go. And we'll put all that farming stuff in there. Nice. And let's see. Need gas. Gas on this side. Gas. Over here. There we go. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Now again, eventually what I want to do is just build some frames and then put the baskets on the back and use these as the drop boxes. That'd be epic. Be epic. But right now, we need to get rid of this engine. I still got an engine on me here. Let's see.
Ooh, hello.
Hey, what's up, Nizro? And Way, what's up?
What's up, kids? Just loading in.
Cool. We're just starting on our compound over here. If you're looking for some of the resources, we're way out here. We found an amazing triple city out here.
Because when we logged in, we were like, oh crap, they've moved. And we didn't know. We were like, let's find somewhere. But I think when Ahan found us, we were like 16k away from y'all.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and share the mega base with you guys so you'll have it just in case anybody else comes in. Feel free to save it. Make sure I got you guys on friends too. Yes, I do. Awesome. Awesome.
We're quite a ways away from you.
Yeah, it was kind of fun, but the cool thing about this particular mod is that what we did is I drove over here with one bike, and then I dropped off that stuff, and then I died, went back to the base, then got another bike and drove that out again, and man, it was like 2 or 3 shipments of stuff, and we had it all because the bikes are so much.
Yeah, just gladly the bikes can hold so much.
Yeah, also I'm going to start using the bikes as the drop boxes because they're like huge compared to the other boxes. So I'm just going to make a frame and then a basket. Yeah, a frame and a basket and stick it in the middle of where people can just drive in and do it. And we're doing something different this time. We're building a giant compound as opposed to building the kill box and all that stuff. But I am going to build a kill box over on this side so we don't have to run back to the other kill box all the time. Temporarily, then we'll build a compound and all of that stuff, which is what I'm starting right now, so pretty fun.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we just got a horde base set up while a couple of days we logged in, so we're okay over here. But for Horde Nights, if you want us to meet you over there, or just log out.
Oh, it's up to you. I mean, this is community service, so you can stay over there, and if you get the bulk of the horde, then it's all on you, because now we're past day 100. I haven't changed it yet. But we're past day 100, so I'm going to turn it up to 4,000 zombies. So I suggest to get a base together and make it pretty epic.
Oh, it's ready, I believe.
There we go.
I just took over an existing building and modified it.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Now, this is the community server, and what we do on the community server is they can hang out with us, they can teamwork with us, they can go off and do their own thing. It's really up to them. We're building a gigantic kind of compound over here. We grabbed all the stuff from the previous base because nobody was on. Was like, okay, we'll move it to the other base. Everybody comes on, we'll just tell them where the base is, and we're just basically building up this particular area. And we're going to have like different themed areas, much like we did before, which is a lot of fun, but we definitely got to get our stuff going on. Why can I not? What the heck happened to my interface? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like lagged out or something. Anybody else lagged out? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
No, we're fine.
I just lost my interface, my ability to click on stuff. Yeah, 4,000 zombies.
We're picking our garden over here, but it's split up into sections smaller than 8x8.
It's weird. I can change my weapon. I can't do anything else. My belt is gone. Yeah, my belt's gone. Everything's gone. All right, I gotta quit out. Can't quit out. I can't see the interface. All right. Well, it's always something.
Oh.
It's always something.
F7.
That's how you do that. That's how you do that. You just go ahead and go Alt F4, or you can go Control Tab and close it, but you can't see it because I have it blocked. I have it blocked, but that's okay. We'll get it going. Hey, QB1 Junkie says, even brother, how are you doing? I am doing awesome. Doing awesome. Character is holding a 292 quality engine. Yeah, I saw that hyper. I shot. Perfect opportunity to escape, but it's Taco Tuesday. Oh, you can't escape the Taco Tuesday. Now you're making me hungry for tacos. Make me want to run to the border. Run to Taco Bell, still open. You can hide your interface by pressing one of the F buttons. I know, one of the function buttons. I didn't even hit the function button, so I don't think it was that. So I just log out, log back in again. I wasn't even close to the function buttons. So there you go. There you go. It's reloading right now. Taking its sweet time. There we go. Logging back in again. We'll get it going on. Now, the ultimate way to fix it is to quit out of it and relaunch. Works great. Or restart. Chen's going into lurk mode. I heard about your issues there, Chen. Hopefully they work out. Work out so you can come play some more games with us. Pretty awesome. Hey, it's Red Overdose hanging out. What's up, Red Overdose? How you doing tonight? Good to see you in the chat, buddy. Good to see you in the chat. Always good to see you, man. Trying to get back in the game here. My interface went bye-bye. I didn't press any F keys. I didn't press anything. Just went bye-bye. So I got to reload. There we go. All right, we're back in now. Bam! Let's get back to it. Crank my game sounds back up again. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start creating a bunker. Now, the first thing we got to do is do exactly what he's doing. And that is you clear the whole entire area and you start to make a bunker. Now, we're going to kind of heading east ways here is the way he's heading. Now, I'm going to start heading the opposite direction, the west way here toward the water. Now, something funny we found about this water, I ran out here to drown myself in this water, and the water is only 1 block deep. I had to crouch to drown myself so I could teleport back to the other base. So it's not very deep water over there, which I think is hilarious because that's what I was looking for, water to be by the base. But that's okay. So while he's doing that way, I'm going to go ahead and get on my bike here, and we're going to go run the other way and take a look around. Right like that. Now again, don't leave the base door open. I don't like the, by the way, I don't like the door the other way, how it pops out of the side of the base. I wish they would fix it so you could turn the door, this door around, but it'd be flush on the outside. That's more of a natural way of doing it. All right, so we're going to go to the west here. Now, again, look at this big, wide open space. We're literally starting a base in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of zero place. Now, again, we've taken over bases before. We've built up giant towers and things like that. But we're in a great spot here because there is some massive amount of buildings next to us. So that's why we moved down here. We used to be way up here somewhere. Going, and more going. Way up here. Way up here, apparently. Right there. So we used to be right here in the kill box, which is what we created here in the very beginning. And then we had this kind of small town, which is cool. And then we went on exploring, which a lot of you saw me do. We explored all around. We looked for different cities and whatnot. And we found, Anon found this mega city down here. And there's more cities down here. A lot of resources nearby the base. And again, I wanted to have a nice, wide, open, flat area for us to build our base out. And that's what we'll do. And we're, of course, over here, we've got desert here, which is great for getting yucca and stuff like that. We've got, of course, lots of buildings we can loot. Now, of course, our buildings do not respawn for 5,000 days. There is no respawn. So basically, zero respawn in this case. So let's go over and look at this nice patch area here. Over here by the water. And I'm going to show you how funny this is. Again, I'll get off my bike. We'll go ahead and walk down in the water. And literally, it's like I'm walking on water. It's only ankle deep. Or maybe knee deep. Out here. So it's not very deep, which is pretty hilarious, I think. Oh, there's a zombie. Oh, come on. I got robbed. Robbed again. There it is. Try to get a good headshot in at the beginning of my gameplay. There we go. So, yeah, it's like ankle deep over there. I think it's much deeper on this side. Maybe, somewhere. But look, it's like it's ankle deep. All the way across. This is as deep as it goes right here. All the way across there. So it's only like 2 blocks down. So we could fill that whole entire thing in. We could take that whole entire... Take that whole entire lake out just by putting blocks around there. And we could cross to any side we want. We'd also make our own crossings and whatnot fairly easy. Now, I didn't do that on purpose. It just happened to be like that. Now, I'd like to create a kill box somewhere. Now, out here on the road is a great spot to build a kill box. We could also build one on this road. You can build them pretty much anywhere. But right here on this road would be pretty cool. Now, one of the things I would like to do with the kill box is to actually make it like a tunnel and then the kill box be up above. Kind of like I don't have anything to it. Oh, let's get a chainsaw. Oh, we need some more. We need some more gas. But let's get a little bit of wood, and I'll show you what I mean. Show you what I mean. And again, I like to try. Dang, that's loud. I like to try different stuff. I like to try different stuff each and every time. Turn that down a little bit. Holy mackerel. Hey, it's Gwen. What's up, Gwen? Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Waiting on some computer help before I try to play again. Well, you got lots of people in the chat you can ask. You can ask lots of people also in Discord if you need some computer help. I know there's lots and lots who would be willing to help. All right, so let's go ahead and make some wood frames. We'll just frame this out. How many of these can we make? 191. That ought to be enough. Let's make about 30 of those. And then we're going to go ahead and make wood. Search for wood. And we're going to go ahead and do some arches. Let's see. 2-meter arch. Now, see, these are a proper cool-looking arch there. I like those arches. But the problem is they go to too thin, I think. They should be the thickness of a wedge. So we're going to go ahead and look for a wedge here. And let's see, where's our wood? Well, that's a wedge. Now we need a wood, more like a ramp. Arch. It's called something else other than wedge. My brain freeze. A ramp. There it is. Ramp. All right. Oh, and I can't make ramps. Oh, that's a bummer. That's why it's not popping up there. Let's see what kind of ramps I can make. Bam. Metal trussing, wood frame ramp. No, I don't know how to do it yet. Okay. Well, we'll just use boxes for now. And then a couple arches. Kind of weird that you could not make ramps, but you could make wood frames. I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. Let's craft it. Maybe the ramps cost more than just the thing. I think it's just made out of wood. Unless they change it in this particular thing. Nope, just made out of wood. Alright. So let's build a little bit of something. So what I'd like to do is basically build a kill box. Now the weird thing is see that it's angled? So you kind of have to find an angle to go with the road, and the road is kind of like already weirdly sideways. So it's kind of like protecting the crossing of the actual thing. Now the problem is if I put it in the middle there, then it's going to be they're all going to walk along the water and be in the water and get a loot in the water, which is not any fun. If I put it too far that way, it's going to be weirdly at an angle. And so we need to find a spot that's kind of square with the rest of everything, and we can see in all of those directions. So what I want to do is basically go through here. Like it is. Of course, I'll do this out of rebar frames later. Rebar frames later. And just create an archway. So it's like you could drive through it if you were just driving through on your little mini bike. And let's see, other than ramp, we need to put down, let's see. If I had the ability to do cement, I could do that. I can just do a plate. Let's see if we can do any other plates. Again, I'm not very far in this particular playthrough, in this particular character, so I can't do a lot of stuff that I'd like to do. Cement and whatnot. And of course, now it's raining. Awesome. Copy rotation, which is not going to work. There we go. Something along these lines, right? And let's go ahead and make a couple more of those plates. I love these wood plates, by the way. Really, really cool. So you create kind of like an archway. This way people can still drive down the road even if you have a kill box there. As well as the mobs can try to get inside this part here. And you could have the trap turned off until the zombies appear. And then you're kind of funneling them down that kind of angle, right? You're kind of funneling the mobs into the middle of the base in which they get chopped up and die. Something I'd like to try. So I'm going to go ahead and fool around with that for a bit. like so, and then switch that out. Leave a gap. Again, always try to do something different than you've done before, because you can just build what you built before, which is kind of boring, because you already did it before, you know it works and whatnot. I could just build a Kismet kill box and I'd be set for the whole rest of the game. But I do like to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself in that way. All right, something coming along those lines. Of course, I could have put an arch in there. Let's offset that by one more. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'd be 5, and then this would be number 6. So you want to have you can have up to a 5 gap in the middle, and again, I'll make this out of cement eventually. But we'll go ahead and put the arch in here, like so. Hopefully, try to rotate it the correct way. There we go. And that arch is now attached to those other blocks, something like that. Something like that. So then the mobs are coming in. They're trying to get into your base, right? You're in the kill box. And we'll have it where you can go side to side kill box. So there'll be 2 separate kill boxes. There'll be a kill box on this side and a kill box on that side, right? And we'll have blade traps in the middle. And then, of course, they can come in and get in there. Now, also, one of the things we want to do is worry about the collection of the loot, right? So if you do the blade traps like this and then they get on top of it, it's just going to destroy your loot. There's no reason to do it. No reason to do it from the top. But if you try to kind of push yourself to think about, okay, when they're dead, where do their bodies go, right? And how am I going to kind of change it up a bit so their bodies are not getting destroyed every single time? And that's one of the things I want to try to focus in on this kill box build. And we're just going to kind of do a little bit of that action, right? Very nice, very nice. And let's go ahead and, got any gas left? We do. There we go. Got some tires from that one. Ooh, double tires on that one. Nice. And again, so we're going to make it so it's like 2-sided. You can go up and over on both sides. And then the mobs are going to come in. Now, I need to learn how to do the wedges. So we need to look and see how to do those. And we'll look through here. And one of the things is I like not knowing. I like to not know. I don't like people just to tell me, hey, Kismet, go in here and click on that and go and do that. I like to go and explore it because, hey, I'm streaming, and this way you guys can kind of go on the adventure with me. You guys can learn it as I learn it. And then when I do learn it, then I'll let you guys know as well. I think that's a lot of fun. That's part of the adventure. Now, sometimes I do ask them and say, hey, how do I do this and how do I do that? I don't mind when they tell me when I ask. But when I don't ask, I don't like it when they just tell me. That's just the way I am. Just the way I am. I like to go in and try to discover, just like you guys would discover, and say, oh, okay, there it is. Get that fun as well. All right, builder class. Here we go. So we've got to get the builder class. Advanced wood construction. Ah, there it is right there. There's what I need. Okay, let's buy that. Now I can build a ramp. So let's go ahead and build some ramps. All right. And we're going to build about 20 of those. Now, last time I built the kill box, I built a thing I called the zombie wedge. Now, the zombie wedge is where they come in, they hit that kind of angled ramp, and then they fall into the kill box. Well, this time I want to kind of lead them into a way where they end up where I want them to be and then die, which is going to be awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just gotta try out a bit of a wedge here. Now, the best thing to do is not to try this on Horde Night, but, I mean, you can try it on Horde Night if you want, but is to just bring some zombies over there and see how they interact with what you've built, right? Actually physically drag them to your location, right? And then, and I'm going to go ahead and just offset this and just stack this. Eventually, I would put something behind it, because if they break through, it'll get through there. But yeah, just kind of build something that is totally automated, that when the mobs come in, they will get destroyed. It's hard to do right there. Guess I could try to get the edge. There we go. Boom. So something like that. And then, of course, we'll use some wood here to... Oh, I don't have any more left. We'll use some wood to try to fill that in. I think I've got enough for one hit here. Or not. Got more than one hit. Let's see if I can fill stuff in with a screwdriver, or with this. I don't think I can. No, I got to have the nail gun. And this particular mod, you can't fill it in with the wrench. So again, something like this. So, mob comes running in, boom, hits the wedge, runs into here in theory. Now, sometimes they stop and they do beat up on that, depending on how wide the wedge is. But in theory, you could create a giant wedge to cause them to either go to one side or another. And then, of course, you'd use less resources to try to defend your base, because it would just kind of funnel them into one spot. And that's what I want to do, funnel them into the spot in which I want them to go. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, I forgot a wedge in there. There we go. Oh.
What's up,
There we
bug?
go. So a little wedge action.
Internet crashed, so I didn't come on.
Bad internet.
Hey, Fakey.
No way.
All right. So there we go. So basically, we're going to try to wedge it, right? We're going to try to give them a wedgie. So they're going to wedge in there and then end up here in the kill box. And of course, we'll have above and below. And of course, create a kind of more of like two separate mini kill boxes as opposed to one gigantic kill box, which is what we usually do. And, you know, again, do the same thing over and over again. Boring. I like to push myself, try new things, try different ways, that kind of thing, and see what happens. See what happens on Horde Night. So right now, that's what I'm thinking right there. And we'll come back to that in a bit. We've got plenty of time. It's day 108. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh. And I will be turning up Horde Night once we get the base built there. I don't want to make it too painful for everybody once they get their base together. Once we get our base together and they got their base together, we should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and head back over this way, back to our little bunker that we got here. There we go. He's out here filling this all in, looking awesome. Looking fantastical. We got some cement mixers over here. I saw some cement up here. Let's go ahead and mix that cement. Go ahead and grab some more of this sand over here. And there we go.
Watching stream maybe?
And then...
Her computer can't handle EAC.
Oh, I can't do... I can't do concrete yet. All right. Or cement, depending on how you look at it. So let's see. Building, building, building. Concrete mixing, 10 points. Boom. Now I can. There we go. That's the advantage of storing up a lot of extra points. All right, 19,000. That ought to be enough. Let's let it do its thing. That's totally not going to be enough, by the way. All right, we're going to let it do its thing. We're going to go ahead and let's put some of this just up here to make it easier in the future. We'll just have it up here like so. And I might be like, Kismet, bro, that's going to just take a long time in just that one, and you are right. So what we're going to do is I'll show you a little trick here. Instead of having this much cement on, you go to one cement mixer, you take the actual cement off of it, like that, right? Or the raw cement here, as we like to call it. Then, now it's only going to make 10,000. Then you mix that. Now you got 10,000 going in that one. Take this one out, go in here, or you can just put it in a storage box as well. And then shift left click, and then now we're doing 10,000 in one and 9,000 in the other. Easy mode. Easy mode, great way to make it split up so that they're both running at the same time. Eventually we'll have a ton of those going as well in our base here. In our base. Now eventually, again, we're going to clear this entire area, make it into a gigantic cement compound. Cement compound, but of course that takes time. It takes effort to cut it down and put in the frames and then fill it in. But we'll get it done eventually. Now another thing I want to do, of course, is some rebar frames. Let's see. Concrete construction. Right here. There it is. I need 15, but I need construction level 6. So let's go ahead and look at construction. Let's see if we can get to level 6. I can get to level 4. All right. Why can't I get that next one? Oh, I can. There we go. Huh. That's weird. Okay. See, now it's 6 points. I have 8 points. Oh, it says 9 points here. I thought it was 6 points. See, it says 6 points down here, but it's actually 9 points up here. That's why it's not working. See, that's a little typo. I found a typo in there. All right, so I need to get another 9 points and probably a bunch more points on top of that. So what can I do while I'm waiting? Well, I can just kind of grab some rebar frames that already exist. Grab this, grab some gas, and go to town. Let's do it. Let's do it. Again, he's doing in that direction. I'm going to go ahead and just try to do the rest of this here. Get this going on. Getting a lot of this going on over here. Watch out. Watch out for that falling rocks. They can kill you. I have killed myself with the falling rocks before. Again, I want to get away from the base as much as I can. Create an area that's nice and flat. And just try to keep spanning it further and further out. From there. And last time we built a small base. This time we're going to build a big base. Bigger base. And we're going to try out all this new stuff that they have in this particular mod. New food and new point of interests. All sorts of cool stuff. I actually saw a new tower as well. I went over there and basically fell off it right at the very beginning. Fell right off the tower. And again, lots and lots of construction. Lots of diggy hole today. Later, Hyper. Take it easy. Diggy hole. Diggy hole. Dee 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 dee. I love the auger because it makes this go nice and fast. Lots, very fast. Again, I'm just kind of pushing out the perimeter around the base. There we go. Very strange. Lots of clipping going on in this particular mod. Or it's like the top part of the world is like a plane. Or the dirt is a plane. Very unusual. Alright, there we go. And we'll go ahead and start making some dirt as well. Some grassy ground. Make a bunch of that. Because we just dug up all that dirt, then we're going to make grassy ground to fill in this, because it drives people crazy when I use rebar frames instead of just using dirt, but such is the way it goes. Such is the way it goes. Now, when you're building stuff, you should always have like a safe place for all your loot to be stored while you're kind of building and doing stuff because you don't want all that stuff to get destroyed. I never put anything at ground level. I never put loot at ground level. That's how your loot gets destroyed. Destroyed. Alright, let's fill in these little spots here. Like so. And again, I don't have many rebar frames, so I go ahead and do what I can. Do what I can. And again, over here, there's nothing going on in these things. I hate seeing nothing going on in forges. I see nothing going on in forges. My first instinct, okay, what do I need to do to melt some stuff down? Melt some stuff down into the forges. In there you go. Boom. Actually, let's just put this clay right here. Got plenty of clay. Put that in there. And then we got some wood. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Get that forge going on. Now, one of the problems with letting the forges run is the fact that zombies will keep attacking while you're doing that. But then, of course, you know, you're working and doing that kind of stuff. It's fine. And eventually what you want to do is, of course, have a bunch of forges running 24 hours a day and then an auto kind of defense system against those zombies attacking. That stuff all takes time and effort and to build all that stuff up. I did see some more frames in there. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And going to keep on going. Keep on going. Thank you so much to Ghost. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, hang out. A lot of epic people hanging out in the chat. Feel free to say hello. We're having some fun playing some 7 Days to Die, doing some rebar frames right now. We're just kind of framing out around our base. We're going to build a giant compound here with a whole bunch of defenses and whatnot along the way. Now, one of the things you also want to watch out for later in the game is that you don't put down a massive amount of rebar frames only to have some cop come along, blow up, and then blow up all your rebar frames. You got to go put them all down again. I've had that happen before. I was doing giant strings of rebar frames only to have them come along and then, like, blow up right there. And I was like, dope. Dope. Again, I work from the base out. So I don't go too far out from the base. I start around the base and just kind of work outwards. Oh, there's a thing that needs a little bit of help down there. There we go. Again, just work a bit out from the base as you go along. Now, the cool thing about the rebar frames is as you're going along, if it's not actually damaged underneath there, it will actually flatten it out. So there's no reason to flatten it out unless it's actually damaged under there. So, and then, of course, I've got this mini bike problem right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab this mini bike, which is my bike, and we're going to go ahead and drive it out here. So now it's up above where it is, or I could always add ramps and stuff like that, but we're going to move it out of the way. Like so. All right, I'll do about 5 rows. Like so. And then we'll go fill in some cement, have some fun. And just keep it going. Keep it going. I just holding down the right mouse button. If you aim just the right direction, you can put down frames pretty fast. If you hit shift key, as you can see, sometimes you miss one. Sometimes you miss. There we go. Kismet, have you guys ever done a kill box style line of defense, meaning like kill box, space for walk, loot, kill box, etc.? No, not like in a sequence. Usually what we do is we do the kill box. The kill box then eventually gets to a point where it's automated and then just destroys anything that comes running up on the base. But I want to do more of a compound, build kind of more of a expansive area, and build it at ground level without doing a subterranean base. Again, most people do subterranean bases. If you're new to the game and you want to learn the game, just start digging straight down to bedrock. Make yourself a base down there. Make yourself a hatch up at the top, and then offset wherever you're putting your forges by about 30 or 40. Just keep digging at bedrock about 30 or 40 that way. Make a little area, and then put your then put your forges and stuff down, and it'll be underground. So the screamers will be way up at the top level of the ground level. There we go, looking good. Looking good. So they'll be at the ground level, and then you'll be way down safe in your base. I mean, that's like an easy mode. That's the way to easy mode the entire game. They don't dig all the way down to you, which is kind of a bummer because it does make it like way too easy. Way too easy, I think, anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and start to fan this out around the base. Now, the cool thing about rebar frames that I really love, I wish everything was in rebar, is the fact that once you fill it in, you only have to let it dry once. You don't have to let it dry over and over again. Okay, so that just added a whole nother level of protection underneath the base there. And again, we'll just keep working our way out. Now, when we run out of concrete and run out of materials, then we'll stop doing this, stop doing the building, and then go do concrete and materials. Now, we also need to work on our second kill box way out here as well. So we'll fool around with that bit in wood frames, and then just to try to get a kind of an idea of what I want. Because I have a general idea in my head, but I want to not use massive amount of resources at the start. I would rather test it out a bit as wood frames, drag a few mobs over there to see how they interact with it, and then go from there. Now, it's nighttime right now, so that means more and more mobs are going to be coming our way. Oh, and there's a level up. Speaking of, all right, there's a level up. How much I got? 32. Holy mackerel. All right. I'm down for that. Construction by, now it's going to be 12. Now I'm at 6. There we go. And then I can start to build other stuff. Let's see. Construction, not construction tools. It is not toolsmithing. What was it? I will find it. Concrete construction. There we go. Now again, I got to construction 6 and 15 points, so I don't have 15 points yet. Keep going. Keep going till I got enough points, and then I can make my own rebar frames and stuff like that. And keep it on. All right. Interesting name you got there, buddy. Hope you're not going to become a streamer with that name. But thanks for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Thanks for hitting that follow button. Appreciate you hanging out. Do you remember me, Blackhawk? What's up, Blackhawk? Do an exclamation point followage in the chat. It'll say how long you've been a follower of the channel. Let's see how long you've been a part of the channel. I remember Blackhawk. I remember that name. I don't know if you're the original Blackhawk, though. Possible. Possible. All right, so we've got a nice cement pad out here, and I'm going to go way out here to the edge. Grab another rebar frame and just make it, for this particular one, is filled in. So, again, I usually radiate out from the actual base itself, unless I know I have enough to fill everything in. Otherwise, I'll just kind of do this kind of thing where you radiate out and so forth. I love filling in concrete. I don't know what it is about filling in concrete that's so fun, but it really is. It really is super fun. All right, now if I run out of stuff to do like that, then what I'll do is I'll just go back to doing this. We got a long way to go. Best thing to do is to crouch, by the way. Now what's going to start to happen, the more I go this way, is it's going to start getting deeper and deeper and deeper, right? Meaning that instead of just cutting it at 1, it's going to cut it too high. Thank you so much, Pokey, coming in with a hose. Thank you so much for that auto hose. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. I was watching Pokey do an IRL stream the other day, doing some storage auctions. I love that storage auction show. Big fan of that show. Pretty funny. You don't take it too serious. don't take it too serious. So yeah, I was watching him, and he was actually getting lots of nice loot. He was got some few good things. So big congrats to Pokey, making some dough at the storage auction. Making some dough Rooney. Now what I'm doing right now is undercutting. So I undercut the second level, which of course makes it fall down and go boom. Like that, so I don't have to cut this top level. Like so. Just trying to expand it out. I gotta watch out that I don't cut it too far down. And then I have to go in and refill it back in. But if it does happen, like right here, well, I just happen to have, fill it right back in again, no biggie. And you should have that running, by the way. You should have that running. You should have your grassy ground running all the time, right? You should have it running all the time while you're constructing it. See, right now I've got tons of it. Because it ain't doing anything anyway. You should always be crafting. ABC, always be crafting. And again, I like to undercut it because it just makes it go way faster. And it falls down. Hopefully it doesn't fall out on my head. Look at this. Look at how much room we've cleared now away from the base. Very nice. And this is going to be the cement biome. It's going to have so much cement, it's going to be its own biome. Again, if we look at it from up above on the actual map, now you're starting to see, you're starting to actually see the size of the base based on its actual footprint on there. You can see this is actually a footprint of cement. Now, why do we do that? Well, eventually, we're going to, of course, get into trouble around here where zombies show up and whatnot. And we're just risking it right now. Because the funny thing is when you're playing with other people, like if you go and look at other people who are on right now, like, say, Nizro, right? We go see where he's at. Well, he's way out here in the middle of the boons. I don't know where he's at as compared to us. But they may be spawning the zombies over there, and we're not getting any zombie spawn over here. And that's the funny thing about playing on the same server, is they could be way away from where we're at, and then get the spawn over there, and then we get no spawn. So, interesting. Interesting. Now, on Horde Night, that's different. On Horde Night, based on how many people are on, is how many people... Tree falling. Is based on how many zombies spawn per person, right? It's per person, not per server. Most of the time. Up to a maximum amount. Now, I set the maximum amount to 4,000, which means that 4,000 zombies could spawn in a Horde Night, which we've done 2,000 before, and eventually we'll set it up to 4,000. Eventually. But first, we'll build our base out a little bit here, since I've been busy in IRL, as well as busy off at TwitchCon as well. But we're gonna build it all up, and then give it a good test. We crank those zombies way up. Oh yeah, this base is gonna be epic. This is gonna be an epic base. Alright, so far so good. Now another thing I need to do, which I think I've done before, but let's go check it out anyway. Run in here. Is to put my bedroll down. Now my bedroll is currently up nowhere. I'll see it here. It's probably at the old base. So let's go ahead and make a bedroll. Make a bedroll. And craft that up. Go ahead and cancel all this dirt for a second. And requeue up the grassy ground. And craft that. There we go. And go up here. I can put my bedroll on the top. This way there's less chance of it getting destroyed and losing it. Okay, so looking good so far. How are we doing on our cement over here? Our concrete. Looking good. Did I level up again? I did. All right, cool. I did. And again, let's get into some construction action. Construction. Concrete. For con. There we go. Concrete construction by... Yay! Now I can make rebar frames and ramps and all that fun stuff. Let's do it. Rebar. Again, I hate it when the forges are running and they're not doing anything. I'm literally going to make 5,000 frames. 5,000 frames right there. They should always be running. They should always be making stuff, and they should always be melting down constantly, every minute of every day. That's typically what the quartermaster does. Or you can split it up into different jobs where the person who's doing the construction can be doing that. They can be doing their own, they can be doing the forges, the construction forges. People who are doing the weapons or doing the weapon forges. All that kind of stuff can be split up by job, by the particular job that they're doing, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Killed by the undead dragon yet again. I have seen people kill the dragon before. You got to get some armor and some weapons and stuff like that to try to kill the dragon. I've seen Ro kill it before. I've seen DeRusso kill it before. Love the storage auction too. Some of the finds are phenomenal. I know, huh? I know. I love that show. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay, what else we got in here? Let's go ahead and throw... What else can we throw in this particular thing? We just throw some stone in there. Throw the rest of this clay. I don't need to have 8 million clay on me here. A little bit of delay in this mod. That's stone in there too. Let's keep stuff melting down. I like to keep all 3 of them constantly full. Looking good. We got to get more iron and all that stuff too. And again, the thing that takes a very long time is this usually. Wow, actually, that's a whole lot of that. That's a whole lot of that. It's usually the concrete. So we'll go out. Now that we did a little bit more of that, we'll... oh, let's get some rebar frames first. Get some rebar frames first. How are we doing over here? Forgot to queue rebar frames over here. 4,000 rebar frames there. Now, am I going to let that finish? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But we're building a giant foundation right now. Now, once we build the foundation and we say we want to dig underground or do any of that stuff, we can always drill through the concrete itself. But right now, we're just building a giant foundation to get us started. To get us started on our compound. Now, again, when we get closer to Horde Night, which is coming up here in a few days, we'll go ahead and start on that other kill box. I usually start like a day or two before, just so I can get this kind of construction done, and then I'll go ahead and work on that other kind of construction. Chainsaw. Nope. Missed it. There we go. Now, by the way, you don't have to actually break that stuff. You can just put a rebar frame right over it, and then it disappears. If you don't mind losing the resources, which I don't really mind. I don't really mind. All right. Now, one of the most efficient ways to put rebar frames down is to do them in long sequences, right? It's also one of the most boring ways to put down rebar frames because you're just doing these really, really, really long things. But it is very, very efficient and very, very fast. So we're going to go ahead and do some of those real quick here because I can see that he's cut a whole huge area here. And we're just going to try to fill it in like so. Looking good. Looking good. And we've got a great start to our compound here. Look at this. We've already got it at that level. Just between me and Anon. Now imagine we had 32 people in here helping. It'd be really awesome. Really awesome. Alright, so looking good that way. Let's just go ahead and... what should we do? I think we'll just fill in... We'll fill in this side. Fill in this side. Let him fill in that side. And then we're going to go ahead and fill this in with concrete. Feel like we got a good base going. And once we get this kind of larger concrete pad done, we'll wait for it to dry, and then we'll go and work on the kill box. Oh. The undead dragon leaves. Been following for almost a year and a half. Did you do followage? I didn't see. I didn't see, Black Hawk. Let me back up. Let me see. Let's see. Followage. Wow. 1 year, 9 months, and 25 days. Look at that love in the chat. Make sure to show Black Hawk lots of love in the chat for that long time support. of the channel. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. You know what? Give them 500 Kiz Caps as well, mods, for just being awesome. For just being epic. Hope I got into lurker chat. Oop, there we go. There we go. All right, Crazy backing me up. Nice to see you in the chat, Crazy. Now, I got the best mods on Twitch, everybody. They are amazing. They're always backing each other up, what I like to see. I like to see when they're communicating well, when they're working together well. That's what makes a great mod team. If you get somebody on your mod team and they are not working together well, even they might be a great person. They might be a great person, you know, and you want to invite nice people. You want to invite your friends and stuff like that. But if they can't work together with other people, then it's really tough. It's just like being in business, right? Because this is what I do for a living, by the way. This is my job. It's just like being in business. If you hire people that can't get along with your existing team, then it might not be the thing for them. And that's really tough. I hate getting rid of people. I hate kicking people out of the guild. I hate banning people in my chat and all that stuff. But it's not my actions that cause that. It's somebody else's actions that cause it. And if they can't control their actions, if they can't follow the basic rules and be respectful of other people, then they got to go. And you, as a streamer, that's probably one of the toughest things you got to do, is pick people not just because they're your buddies as mods. Pick them because they'll be a great mod, because they're great at what they do, right? So you put them in there and you say, okay, look, this is what I need. This is what I need to help keep the stream going. So big tips for you guys who are thinking of streaming or who want to be a streamer. Pick your mods very, very wisely, and pick them and make sure that they can work together. And if it ever gets to a point where they can't work together, or there's certain people who are not willing to work with you and say, look, this is what I need, and they say, no, I don't want to do that, well, then they got to go. You got to get rid of them. I know, it sucks. They could have been with you forever. You got to get rid of them. If they don't want to be on the same page as everybody else, if they don't want to help out like everybody else, and it's not just me who does that as well. If you want to see one of the greatest modding panels ever, you want to go search for Co-Carnage's mod panel at TwitchCon, at 2016 TwitchCon. I was at that TwitchCon, and I was at that mod panel, one of the best panels I've ever been at. Incredibly good. Incredibly good. And he says that in there. He's like, I had people for a very long time just start to have bad behavior. Think they're above the rules. Think they start talking back to you. They start giving you all this grief. They start causing mischief and drama. And you're like, you know what? This is my business. This is what I do for a living, right? If you're causing obstacles in my business and in what I do, then you got to go. Just like if you work for somebody, right? Just like if you work for somebody and you start to cause trouble for them, more obstacles, more things that they have to put on their to-do list, then you probably shouldn't, A, work there, and B, if you're the boss, you shouldn't keep them around. I never suffer people who are like that in business, because you know what? It's just not worth it. I don't care if they're the best gamer or the best whatever they are, and you're like, oh, this is the best person who does this in the world, right? Say they're the best gamer, right? And you want them to be on your guild, right? If they're an a-hole, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to have them in your guild. You know why? Because you can get somebody off the street, train them to be an awesome person at the game, and get much more out of it than having some jerk who's just so self-involved, right? Who's so self-involved, who doesn't really get it. Who doesn't get it, right? Some people will not get it. And they'll come up and say, hey, I want to be mod, or hey, I want to work for you, and blah, 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 blah. In real life, and you find out very, very quickly that they can't work with other people. Or they're like, have a chip on their shoulder or something like that, right? And, they're a great friend. They're a great person when they're your friend. But somehow, the power corrupts them, or they just have no common sense. Have no common sense that fighting with other people is not going to be a good outcome for them, right? And I always find that funny when people, they just don't get it. And you can't. You try to explain it to people. You give them the benefit of the doubt. You try to, to your own self, be true. But if they don't get it, they don't get it. And they're not going to get it. They don't want to get it. So you got to be strong as a leader in real life, and as a leader on your stream. or whatever it is. Give you a little stream advice tonight while I'm doing lots of frames. You got to be strong enough to say you're gone. Later. Love you, but got to go. And I've had to do that many times as the leader of my guild. Been the leader of one of the longest running gaming guilds. 800 members for 15 years. I don't know where my brain went there. For 15 years. And I've had to let some people go. Some people who've been with the guild for a very long time. I recently had to get rid of some of my officers. Right? Why? They don't show up. They say, hey, Kismet, oh yeah, we're down. We want to do this. Oh, we're so excited. Let's go do it. And then they don't show up. Again and again and again and again. Right? And when people are saying that, they're telling you a subliminal message. When people are being disgruntled, when people are putting you down, telling you what you should be doing, when they're combative, that kind of stuff, they're subliminally telling you they don't want to work for you. But they don't know it. Sometimes they have no idea. They have no idea that this is a job. This is what I do for a living, right? Or if they work somewhere, they have no idea that that's what they're doing. It's like a subliminal thing they're trying to do. Oh, somebody wants a party. Dang it, my shooting's off today. There we go. There we go. Anybody else wants a party? Hey! Took a shot to the head and stood back up again. I'm impressed by that. Don't break my frames. I'm working here. I'm working here. Can't you see I'm working here? So yeah, little life advice for you guys. Don't suffer people like that. Don't suffer people. Don't suffer mods like that. Don't suffer people who work for you because your mods work for you. Even if you're not paying for them. This is what you do. If this is what you want to do for a living, you've got to find mods that are excited, that want to be part of your thing. Now, I like to try to repay my mods as much as I can, right? Of course, I don't have any money myself, but I do take donations and I give them to my mods. And I raise money for my mods to go for TwitchCon. I send them t-shirts from time to time and all sorts of goodies that I raise money for and then send it out to them because I think they're worth it. As well as a lot of streamers, what they'll do is they'll go in and they'll have like a mod day every so many months. And then all donations go to mods. Like that as well. Another great example. And I really like that. I think you should repay the people who help you along the way. Now, if they get disgruntled and think you're not doing enough for them, then that's when they got to go. That's when they got to go. When they start having like a chip on their shoulder, when they start, putting you down and telling you how you're doing it wrong, their job is not to tell you what you're doing. Their job is to facilitate what you want to do in your stream. They work for you, right? You don't work for them. They work for you. And if they want to be part of it, awesome. And I'd love to get to the point where I can pay my mods a full salary. That'd be awesome. That's what I'm aiming for. So, my mods could actually get paid for helping the stream, right? And I like to balance it out where, not one mod has to sit. When I'm doing 12-hour streams, I like to balance it out where, I've got enough mods where they don't have to sit for 12 hours and watch me play a game maybe they're not even interested in. Another great thing about modding is the fact that you're going to actually probably watch the stream less as a mod because you're busy. You're busy doing other things. You're watching the chat. You are watching the chat. You might be interacting in the chat more than actually watching me play the game. And I might be playing a game that you're not even interested in as a mod. So you got to take that in consideration as well along the way. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, I was working on our kind of mod handbook today, and man, I was working on it all day. Working on it all day. I've been working with my mods on it, and I was added a bunch of stuff to it and things like that. Another thing I suggest to do is to put down the rules and the expectations up front. Now, when you first start off, before you're partnered and you're an affiliate, you're kind of, trudging unknown ground, right? You haven't figured out what your stream is all about yet. You haven't figured out where you want to go and what you want to do. But the second you get affiliate or you get partnered, now this is your business. This is what you do, right? And if people, if you had all the people and they're kind of lackadaisical before, or they're not showing up or they're not helping out, you should think about that when you transition to affiliate or to partner, and if this is what you want to do for a living. You should think about, okay, you know, this is like my business now, and then this is the stuff I want to do. And if they're not on board with doing the stuff that you want to do for your stream, they're not on board with that, I would strongly suggest that you just, you know, be real honest with them, be straightforward. They might get pissed. I don't know. They might. Depends on what kind of person they are. But it's still, in the end of the day, it's your stream. And it's your business, and it's your thing. So, a little bit of mod advice. I do sometimes give advice out here on the stream when I'm doing mundane stuff like filling in frames, like I'm doing right now. Now, if you like that, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Oh, I need some food and water. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you liked a little bit of mod advice. There you go. I don't see your HP. It's right there, 74. It's a big, huge number. Big, huge mamba. All right, let's have some food and water. Thanks, everybody, for backing me up with the food and water action. Where'd all my food and water go? Where'd all the food and water go? There was 100 things of water. Oh, I haven't taken them out of here yet. It's in this other one. It's in this one. Let's get that water out of there. A whole bunch of red meat in there. I'm glad that meat doesn't spoil, or that'd be toast. Let's see. I had some things that I put in there. Some venison stew. Let's see. Venison stew seemed to have disappeared. Looks like somebody ate it all. I had some on my bike. Did I take it off of there? I think I did. I think I did. Nope, I didn't. Aha! There we go. All right. Now, always eat first, because sometimes the eating, especially early on, sends your water down. So I always eat first, get that all the way up. Then once I have that up, then I'll go ahead and have some bottled water. I'm going to go and put the rest of this back in here. Now, we're going to build all sorts of cool stuff, by the way, around food, water, construction areas, that kind of stuff. Much different than we do before. Normally, we just build a giant area. We put all of our boxes. We just do very kind of a condensed area for that. But here we're going to just do something a bit more elaborate because it's fun. It's fun to do more elaborate stuff and to do something different than the one you did before. And I can totally see it in my mind. If you're good at visualizing, I can see it in my mind what I'd like here. Entirely the whole thing, right? All these trees taken down. This bunker. Not just this big, but all the way out to the water's edge, or all the way out to the edge of the freeway here. All the way out this way to the edge of this freeway, right? And then up, and this whole entire area right here is a big, long kind of compound. That will be our base. I know, huge. I know. Start small, though. Start small. Let's start with this first, and we'll work up to that. So, obviously, I'm going to be playing a lot of 7 Days to Die. Playing a lot of 7 Days to Die and building up our base. I like to have big projects. It gives you lots of fun stuff to do. Lots of fun stuff. Now, I wish there was a way you could do like you can do with painting, right? With painting, you can just fill in a giant area with paint. I wish you could do that with cement. You just come in here with a cement mixer and pour it, and it just fills all this in. So you don't have to go row by row by row by row. Because that's what takes the longest. To do a lot of row filling in here. And again, we're just filling out from the center. And I'm just going around in a circle. There we go. Oh! Look at you, sneaky. Now I'm gonna have to shoot everybody in the head. Look out. Dying. Dying over here. Oh, Anon was behind me. He was blocking me. I was like, why can't I move backwards? The dude was behind me. Another trick. Don't stand right behind people, or watch out if they're backing up into you. Great thing about the sniper. Snipe their heads. None coming this way. Let him get that last one. All right, look, free loot delivery, everybody. Very nice. I mean, they scare me when they come sneaking up on me like that, but they don't scare me if I'm gonna die. I don't worry about dying. But I don't like it when they come and show up in my face. It was like, Kismet, give me a big zombie smooch. 2 fingers with a 0. What's up? So behind, Kiz. Oh, there we go. Black Hog liked that. Raz liked it. Yeah, Grillo liked it. Lauren and Tucker liked it. Raz liked it. Grade liked it. Sometimes I do talk about other stuff in the stream. You guys work well together. We do. Me and Anon love to hang out. Oh, I got my Discord down all this time. My bad. My bad. My Discord down. Sometimes what happens is there's cross-talking while I'm streaming, so sometimes I turn them down. But yeah, me and Nana work great together. Also, Ro helps out a lot, and other members of the community as well work together really, really well. And again, if you'd like to be part of our server, you can find that out, how to do that. They're going to throw it in the chat for you here in just a second. On how to be part of our server. This is a community server. This is for the Kismet Army. So if you'd like to be part of it, of course, if you're a subscriber, we let you in first. And if you are a part of the community, all you got to do is hit that follow button up there and, of course, follow our rules. Believe me, I am not shy about booting you forever off of our server. Forever. You will be gone. I'm not shy. I'm at the age now, I don't suffer. I don't suffer people like that. Don't try to give me excuses why. Don't try to do a thing. I mean, it's pretty simple. Be respectful of other people. And follow those other rules that are in there as well. Again, they're your actions, not mine. So you have to take responsibility for them. So there you go. There you go. I wish there was a faster way to fill this in, but we do what we can do. Thought I had an HD one. Where'd my HD one go? Maybe there is a faster way to fill this in. Took my HD one off my guy and I put it in my bike and I just realized I got 2 of them on me. Yeah. There is a faster way. Let's go. Oh yeah. Thought that was going slow. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Now I'm gonna just have some fun. Now the trick is try to fill it in without missing any. And if you do it just right, you can almost do that. You can almost do it if you do it just right. But if you get too far ahead, like you're holding down shift, you'll miss a few. But that's okay, because you're basically filling it in at like 3 times the rate. 3 times the rate that you normally would, because I'm literally running from place to place, from side to side. And you try to fill it in as quick as possible. And I try to aim a little bit ahead, which seems to work a little bit better. There we go, a huge string of it there. And then I'll come back and just get the other ones. Oh, that was a good string there. And you get into like a good rhythm, unless the zombies are in your way. You get into a good rhythm sometimes where you can go a whole entire long distances and literally miss like 1 or 2 and get it. And then you come back and you get the little individuals. Get the little individual ones as best you can. Oh, out of stamina. Like so. Then you come back. Play a little pew pew pew. Get all the ones you missed. I find it sometimes a little bit more fun because that can get monotonous going back and forth and back and forth really, really slowly. So I find this a little fun to come back. Oh, I missed one there. I find it sometimes just to mix it up. I mean, it takes just as long to do it that way or this way or the other way. But just to kind of mix it up a little. There you go. Something fun to do. Alright, let's go ahead and do these ones over here. Sometimes I'll just go in a circle like this. And sometimes I'll miss. And some of you are going, Kismet, I can't handle it when you miss one. My ADHD's kicking in. Deal with it. Deal with it because it's fun. I'm literally filling it in way faster than if I just walked. Overall. It's kind of like mowing the lawn. You can mow in a circle, you can mow in a straight line, you can do switchbacks. A whole bunch of different ways of doing the same thing. If you get into a rhythm, that's actually really good. When you run out of stamina, then you have no choice but to go slow. You have no choice. Leveled up again, too. And you can't just kind of burst a little bit and then let go and burst. Just do a little burst, right? So you don't miss that one. I don't know. I think it's part of the fun. Part of the fun. It's kind of just tap shift just a little bit instead of holding it down. That works as well. Nose itching. Somebody's talking about me in chat. I can sense it. There we go. Morning all, says Jazz Sands. Good morning, Jazz Sands. How you doing today? Another one of my awesome mods. Speaking of mods. How late are you streaming tonight, kids? Probably for about another hour or so. We'll see. About another hour. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get this kind of preliminary bunker down. And then what I'm going to do is cut long channels. All right, so you get your preliminary bunker area down. This way, if zombies are coming at you, you can rocket them. You can, of course, snipe them or do whatever you want to do. Because once you have the cement down, it's easier to take out the mobs without damaging or making giant holes in the ground. Which sometimes kind of sucks. Because then all of a sudden you have a giant hole, then you got to go fill in that giant hole, or it might undermine your base or whatever it is. I mean, we could literally stand up on top of this bunker and just rock it right there if we wanted to. Look at that. Did a great job there, Anon. Looking sweet. Look at that. So we worked together in just that bit of time. Teamwork for the win. Looking fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and dig some long channels. Kind of the exterior of the entire base. My kind of, you know, big dream of our massive bunker we're going to be building.
All right.
All right. So I kind of told them a bit about that I'm going to build channels. So first thing we need to do is get an idea of where we want it to go, right? So we're going to go ahead and first go to the west here. And I think I want it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a marker right between the two zones. And I'm going to go ahead, find my bike. In this case, right out here. Do I have another bike this way? Oh, I have another bike with a lock on it this way. This one? Walk off of there. There we go. I don't need two bikes, only one. Alright. This way somebody else could use it. And we got a red flag. Let's go over there. Let's go over there and let's work our way back from over there. And again, we're going to clear all of this eventually. I mean, you want big goals, but you don't want to spend too much time doing that and then not do your kill box. And then which you die. Which doesn't really matter as long as your stuff doesn't get destroyed, right? As long as your stuff doesn't get destroyed, you're fine. You can die as much as you want. Alright, so let's say right here, up against the road. And of course we'll have our kill box down there. And we'll make this cement all the way out to the water. All the way out. So, or we'll bring the water in. Even better. I'll probably flatten this all out here anyway. Flatten this all out. But let's go ahead and we're going to go through the desert a little bit here. And we're going to go straight ahead. So first thing we're going to do is to start with a pilot hole. Like this. So how do you make sure it's straight? Right? Well, you have no option. It's going to be straight based on the frame you do. So now I'm going to go ahead and just basically dig a channel. Like so. Now, one of the problems you're going to have again, so you're going to have this where you accidentally, oh, leveled up again, where you accidentally dig down too far, right? So you're going to have that, and you're like, okay, does this look good? Yeah, all right. I've got a nice even channel there. And there we go. Now we're going to dig. Now, the cool thing is I'm digging in the desert, which is great if you're on top of it. If you're at the bottom of the desert digging, well, you want to watch my video about that Cascade Mods. Let's go ahead and find that video. Let's find that video so everybody can watch as I am causing a massive cave-in in the desert. They'll throw that in the chat for you guys. Oh, I just had an idea. Idea pop in my head. When you have a great idea, write it down. Because all of a sudden you have like genius moments, right? You have a moment you're like, man, that would be awesome. And all of a sudden the lightning strikes your brain and you're like, man, I should do that. When I have time. When I have some time to do it. Or maybe I can enlist some help to help with it. Don't be afraid to ask for help, by the way. Don't be afraid to ask for help from your mods or whatever. Of course, I always give them the option to say no, right? I mean, people got lives, they got stuff to do. I never put conditions on friendships, conditions on mods. Now, if I'm paying them, that's a different story. But if I say, hey, can you help with this or help with that? If they're down for it, I'm cool with that. If not, then I'm cool with that too. And that's how you should be both with your friends and with your mods, especially if they're working for free. But again, it's your stream. Make sure to be adamant that it's your stream and this is what you want from your mods in the stream. And if they're not willing to do it, then you say, you know what? You know, I love you, but this is what I need. And if you can't do it, then I need to get me another mod who will do it, right? That's such is life. The same thing when you're working for somebody, right? If they say, hey, you know, you were hired to do this and you're not doing the thing you were hired to do, like in my case, graphic design, right? If somebody hired me to do graphic design and then I said, nah, I'm not going to do that, right? Then I should be fired because I'm not doing my job, right? I should be let go. Same thing with mods. Same thing with streaming. Enlist people to help you who are actually willing to help you, as opposed to just getting that kind of title of mod. You know, I have people all the time. Hey, Kismet, can I be mod? No. Don't be afraid to say no. You can't be mod unless I see you're actually part of the community. If you're just coming to my channel and I've never seen you before or I've never seen you chat before, your chance of mod is zero. I choose mods based on their activity in the channel. How active they are they saying hi? Are they even out running my mods? Right, when it comes to commands or being helpful in the chat and all of that. If they're not being helpful, if they're preoccupied, my mods in this case, or they're doing something other than my stream, then you need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate what their priorities are. Right? And some people, you know, they have real lives and they got stuff to do. I mean, don't be a jerk about it, but you know, just be honest and straightforward with them, and just, you know, come from a good place. And say, look, this is what I do for a living, bro. This is what I do for a living, bro, and let's work together. Or consider not being a mod. That's what I suggest. Now, other things that I would suggest as well is to know why you're streaming. And a lot of you, I'm sure, who are streamers, are like, Kismet, I want to earn that big money. I want to have that 30,000 subscribers that Dr. Disrespect has. That's $75,000 a month, by the way. 30,000 subscribers. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I mean, he doesn't get it all. I mean, a bunch of it goes to Twitch. But still, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. And if you're as awesome as Dr. Disrespect, I hope you get that much for all your hard work. Now, he's been doing it for 7 years. Even longer than me. For 7 years he's been working at it. I've only been a streamer for about 1.5 years, but of course he built up a following on YouTube first, and then went to Twitch and is an amazing streamer. Amazing streamer, so there's nothing wrong with having a great success. But if you're just in it for the money, I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to work out. And that's the honest truth. If you're just in it for the money, so people they're going to try to railroad you. You're going to tell you, oh, well, I can show you how to do it, whatever. It's not going to work out if you're just in it for the money. You've got to think of it in terms of, okay, this is a business, and this is what I do. You know, I have fun doing it, of course. This is what I love to do, so it's also something I love to do, so it's not really that much work. But you got to think of it in terms of, why am I doing it? Now, for me, it's for a reason to get out of the bed every day. Because I can't do graphic design anymore. I can't do what I did before. There's no way. There's no way. Even as I feel better and feel stronger, I'm just not at that level anymore, and I'm probably never going to be at that level again. Because I can't just say, hey, I'm feeling dizzy. I can't get your project to you this week, right? That just can't happen, at least at the level that I work at in graphic design. That just can't happen where I tell somebody, oh, sorry, I can't do this for you because I'm feeling sick today, or I feel I got to lay down, or whatever it is. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and frankly, I don't want to work at that level. I don't want to work where I let people down in that way. Now, if I let people down, I miss some mod meetings or something like that, well, heck, it's my stream. It's my business in this case. You know, my mods understand. I have conditions that make it incredibly difficult for me to even sit here in stream, let alone trying to remember things, and it gets worse and worse. I'm getting to the point now I can barely spell. So it is a very tough thing to have to go through that, but you know, I'm not the only one in the world that's got tough things. Lots of people out there doing lots of tough things. I know a lot of you guys out there are getting through those tough times. Getting through those tough times, doing what you got to do, and you got to have a reason to get out of the bed every day. You got to follow that passion. Follow what you love to do. I'm headed off, Kez. I'll drop by tomorrow. Sounds good, Blackhawk. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, and thanks again for all the epic support. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm just seeing that you're a mod now. Congrats. This is Ripley. There you go. Yeah, Lauren Ann Tucker, my latest mod. Again, try to pick really good people. Pick really good people who are part of your community. Part of your community, willing to help out with your vision of your stream. Right? I'd love for next year to take even more mods at TwitchCon. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta still pay off this year's TwitchCon. Way overboard, but that's okay. That's okay. It was worth it. There's some things in life, you know, you pay a lot for, and you're like, you know what? That was worth it. That was worth it. I'm down for that. And definitely TwitchCon was that. We did a few upgrades, and we stayed a bit longer, and we upgraded the car a little bit extra, and we did that stuff, and of course that cost more and more, and then it adds more and more that I hadn't pre-planned beforehand, and then of course getting stuff for you guys to give out during Christmas while I was at the con as well, so that added some more funds to it that I didn't pre-plan for, but you know, it's all in the end, it works out. It works out in the end. But that's awesome. That's awesome, Shosh. All right, we're getting there. Still got a long way to go, though. And starting to hit at a level that's pretty low down. We haven't hit the too much stone. Man, we're leveling up like crazy. Now, if you want to level up, the fastest way to level up is to do digging. But don't do it too much. Don't do it to level and try to fast travel your leveling. You just ruin it for yourself, I think. You level too fast in this game, then you're level 200, and then you're like, well, you know, everything's easy now. I don't like to do that. I don't like to shortcut. I like to do it nice and legit. It's going to take a while. I'm going to dig this out for a while. Got ourselves a little subterranean tunnel here. Come back and get all the rest of it. Oh, it needs repairs. Do I got any? Nope. Doesn't matter. Ran out. Ran out. Don't have any repairs on me. Let's get out of the tunnel here. We can stand up. There we go. And again, eventually, we'll go ahead and fill this all in. All the way back to the base. I know, it's insane. Insane. Insane in the membrane. We'll literally have to make thousands upon thousands of frames. But in this particular playthrough, I'm going to be letting this server run for a while. I do have another server that I have. Either we're going to use it for another game, or we will use it for Alpha 17, or we will use it for if we want to beta test stuff, various games over there as well. So lots of fun. Who else we got? Pokey came in with a host. We got Grade making it rain for everybody. Everybody got 30 Kizcaps. We got Captain Swagga and Grey Panther coming in, showing the love. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Oh, no, I put my repair kits back. That's okay. That's okay. We got ourselves a nice little groove going here. Look at how long this is already. Look at how long that is. Someone's going to fall in there. I can tell already. Somebody's going to fall in there and be in trouble. We're not too far away, though. Whee. All right, let's get those repair kits. Usually we keep them up here somewhere. Got a bunch of them. Let's go look on this bike. I didn't take them off of there. Now, the hardest thing is finding where the heck everything went. Don't see any repair kits. I just put that advanced tools there. Alright, well, now we got to hunt down some repair kits or make some repair kits, one or the other. There's some right there. Grab those, put that in there. I still got a whole bunch of stuff on me I never put away.
Dropbox 3, Kiss.
I already found some. Alright. By the way, everything I say on stream you don't have to respond to or go and get for me. I do appreciate it, though. But you can keep doing what you're doing. He's always got my back. That's what I like about Anon. He's like, oh, Kismet needs this, and he needs this, and he needs a bandage, and he always brings it out to me and all that stuff. That's super nice. It's super nice when people do that for you. I do appreciate it. But he doesn't have to stop what he's doing to come help me every single time. I'm sure he wants to keep doing his awesome stuff that he's doing, building as well. All right, cool. Let's get rid of some of that stuff because we're getting too much stuff on me here. Some wheels and advanced tools, though. Those go in the other thing, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, again, you can see we're using some drawers up here on the top as our boxes, so they're elevated up in case somehow they make their way through the doorway here. We've got that blocked off. Blocked off. All right, so we've got a nice line going there. So, yeah, literally we've got to go from that side all the way over to this side. And then the same thing on this side here. We've got to go all the way across one the other. Now, we've got an existing building right here. So we probably just want to go probably about this size here. Or maybe we will do the whole thing. That's a lot to do. That's a lot of frames. This is probably about 500 frames here. So if you think about it, you multiply it out, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. That's a lot. It's a lot. But if I put my entire team or crew on it, I put a whole crew on it, say, okay, everybody, we're going to cut this entire area out. We've got all the frames made. Let's put the frames down and fill it in with cement. It's way faster and way easier to do, especially if you've got kind of an idea of what you're looking for, right? You're like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. And then everybody else can see that vision and then implement that particular vision. Now, again, it's getting close to Horde Night. Now, I probably actually won't even be on during Horde Night here. Again, it's 1:09. Let's go ahead and look again. Oops. Tried to get in there. Oh, no, I'm stuck in the doorway. All right. Repair my thing. Stuck in the doorway. I got to take this block out so I can jump down. Closed it too quick. There we go. Sometimes you get stuck in the door. Gotta take out the thing. Are you stuck up there?
Yep.
Here, I'll help you out. He got stuck too.
Alright, thank you.
Just had the same thing happen to me. I think you were going out and I was going in at the same time. We both got stuck up there. That's pretty funny. Oh, got to repair that door too. Got to repair that door. Let's do it. Forged iron. Bam. There we go. Upgraded a little bit too. All right. So we got that done. What was I doing? Repairing my auger. Checking for gas because I just put all that gas away. We're gonna definitely need to get some more gas. So again, oh, I was looking at the when the next thing is 112. So yeah, so we'll build the kill box way out there. He's spanning that direction, which is awesome. And then I'm gonna span across here and then bring it up. Or I might span all the way across. I think maybe all the way across. All right. Where'd my bike go? Just my bike? Yep. And back out to the flag we go. Whee! Oh. There we go. And again, we're gonna flatten this entire area out. Again, when we run out of resources, we'll get more resources and just kind of ping pong back and forth. But we'll get the kill box going on at some point. At some point, because there's other people on the server right now, so if it does do Horde Night, they can do it in their kill box over there, while we continue to build our kind of massive base over here. Ooh, it's way down here. Look at that. Bam, right there. Way down here. Now again, this is all going to go bye-bye, so I can also build myself a ramp out of here. Like so. I could use ramps, or I can just use my digging skills. And then when I need to get out, I can just jump, jump, jump up out of the hole like that. There we go. Let's keep on going.
Yes.
Now, see how I did that? I just ran along and took that out later. Very, very fun.
Okay.
All right, now the auger's repaired, so it's going much faster now. It's getting real slow. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Depending on how well repaired your auger is how fast it goes. How we looking? Looking pretty good. Dug a little bit too far there, maybe. No. Oh, just the one a little bit to the left. Fill that back in for now. All right, so we're just going to dig a tunnel from one side all the way to the other. Digging a tunnel. Now, I wish this auger didn't push up every time, because then you could just go perfectly straight and not worry about the auger missing the bottom or digging too far. Now we're getting to move on. Now, I need to watch out that I'll actually end up in the water too, which can totally happen. I wonder if the water on this side is deep. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? We are going to find out. Now, 2 is the minimum you can dig. Is the minimum you can dig, so you can go do stuff really, really quickly. Now, another great way of doing this, by the way, if you have a bunch of resources, is to dig a tiny little trench I'm doing right now. It's only 2 high, right? All the way long, like it is here. Dig it only 2 high, and then what you do is you put a whole bunch of dynamite in there, and it actually blasts a giant hole all that way. Now, of course, the problem with TNT, actually not dynamite, Problem with TNT is the fact that it takes a lot of resources. But if you have a lot of resources, then no big deal. But if you don't have a lot, then it can be incredibly costly, resources-wise. All right, how are we looking? Oh, we're even past the base now. Past the base. We're getting there. Okay, now we're boogieing. Now we are on a roll. Goji says, have a map image look like a dragon or a claw. That would look cool of the base. Good night, Lauren Ann. Good night, Lauren Ann. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, kids, you ever played Ark? Yes, I have played Ark. A very fun game. I personally prefer Dark and Light. It's more of a fantasy version of Ark, also made by the people who make Ark. I like the fantasy element of it. It's very fun. The thing I don't like about Ark, and the thing I don't, well, there's a couple things I don't like about Ark and thing. Otherwise, it's a very fun game. Is the fact that you start off in a zone where level 100 mobs kill you at level 1, which is not cool. I think that would discourage people from playing the game. I mean, if I got killed by a level 20, you know, I'm cool. But if it's like there's not even a chance of me killing them. If they're just gonna one-shot me, I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. And you know, hey, some people are hardcore like that. I try to encourage people to play, and I don't want them to be discouraged from playing. Now, I don't care if I die; it doesn't bother me. But I know other people in the guild and other people that I've met that would get discouraged because of that. That's one of the things. And then the other thing is that your pets die. That is just so heartbreaking when your pet dies. Now, I saw that you can do soul stones in Dark and Light to bring your pets back. So that's super cool. So I'm hoping to learn that soon. So when I do lose my pets, I've got to learn how to tame better too. Because what happens to me when I'm trying to tame is they kill me. They kill me while I'm trying to tame them. And I'm just trying to hit them with an arrow and then run, and then hit them with an arrow and run. But it doesn't always work out. I've got to really get that down. Try to tame some mobs. Oh, went a little off track there. Keep that going. We're digging a giant tunnel here, everybody. Getting lots of levels. Lots of levels from digging. Make sure your thing's nice and straight. It's very easy to get off track and then start going in a weird direction in this game. You can start like going in the wrong direction. Not good. You know, I've been doing it for a while, so I kind of have an idea of what I want. This is a big project here. This is a big project. We're certainly going to have... Oh, look at that. Found some steel, some lead. Ooh, bring me the lead, bro. Or not lead. Bring me the iron, I mean. Lots of iron to dig out right here. Nice, nice. Raise this roof a little bit. Come in here and dig all this iron out later. I'm getting very, very deep down as opposed to where I was on the other side. So there's going to be a big cliff edge. Look at that. I'm almost like 5 blocks down now. So I'm starting to hit this tougher stone. I'm getting tons of that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yep, there we go. Losing it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and queue up the grassy ground so that it will clear my inventory, and then I can pick up all this stone I am wasting. I don't pick it up. There we go. Oh, more back here. I like how it pulls it to you. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. Picked it up. All right, now we're overburdened with stuff. We're going to go ahead and run our way back out again. Actually, I could be hitting this on the way out. Let's go back this way. What? Somebody coming in with a sub love. RJ Phoenix with a 5 months resub love. Thank you so much for that love. Let's show him some love in the chat. How we doing? One more. One more sub love. We're going to hit that sub love goal, and we're going to get the Kismet love train going on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Now, again, the great thing about the auger, or the one good thing about the auger is you can shoot straight up. Straight up is awesome. It does an amazing job of straight up, right? And then you just kind of move back and forth, and you get all of this stuff fairly easy. So it's really easy to come back and do the ceiling afterwards, and just keep going along, and you can stay nice and straight. Watch out for falling zombies. Not good. I'm gonna aim it a little bit forward. There we go. This is pretty deep right here. Take a little bit extra something, something. You can always do this too. Kind of keep it out in front of you. But I do like the fact that, see, what it tries to do is that's what it tries to do. It tries to go straight up and down. Like so. You can bring it down to try to sweep the whole thing. Back and forth. Sometimes it does weird stuff like that. Try to keep going straight, though. It's very difficult. Very difficult to keep it straight. And then sometimes you'll miss some. Thinking a giant trench, everybody. Giant trench. Still part of the OG sub club. That's right, RJ Phoenix. I wonder who's going to be the first 6 months to have the first 6 months badge. Your little baby dragon growing up. One more month and you get a new sub badge. Get a brand new sub badge. It's raining men. Who want to eat my face? Raining zombies. Dee 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 dee. So show them lots of love in the chat, everybody. That's not enough love. I see Jad Sands showing some love in the chat. We need some more love in the chat for RJ Phoenix, everybody. Put Adjar RJ Phoenix. Put your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers. If you got some Kismet emotes in there, show them a little bit of love in the chat, everybody. Show them some love in the chat. There we go. Keep it going, keep it going. Gonna be a lot of digging. A lot of digging. Look at how far we gotta go. Holy moly. We got a long way to go to get on out of here. I forgot the reason why we were doubling back in the first place. I forgot. Oh, because we're out of we were out of inventory. That's what it was. We're out of inventory, but then we went in and did the thing. Where were we at anyway? Oh my gosh, we were right there. We were already done. Awesome. So what we gotta do is make our way back. Awesome. Who is that awesome person? Let's see. Nick came in and dropped the Dragon Hammer, crushed that follow button, put a little mini Dragon Hammer in that cup right there. And is showing that love tonight. You know what I think I should do? Because you guys are being so awesome. I'm the only one on Twitch, of course, who has Dragon Fire. That's right, Dragon Fire right here on the stream. I'm going to go ahead and light this cup on fire. I'm the only one who's got a cup that actually lights on fire. Let's do it.
Dracarys.
There we go. Some Dragon Fire for you guys for crushing it tonight. Thank you so much for filling up that jar. It's on fire. It's on fire! Let's keep going. That's right, putting the Dragon Fire out today because you guys are crushing it. You guys are crushing that follow button. You're crushing that sub love tonight. Look out. Yo, don't fall on my head. Just happened to be a whole bunch of trees we're going under. All right, we're cutting a... Whoa, whoa. Cutting a giant kind of trough right now. Oh, we're getting close to the sand now. Getting close to the sand. Stand up a little bit. There we go. Oh, now we're getting to the easy stuff. All right, now watch this. Now notice how long it takes now. Watch this. See, it takes a little bit, right, to knock that down. And then you repair. Watch how much faster it goes. I'm going to drop some dirt here, though. Cue some more grassy ground up. Grab that 14,000 dirt. And keep some more grassy ground. There we go. And then watch how fast it goes now, once you repair your auger. Literally just cuts right through there. If I can hit it just right. Now it's just going to cut through it like butter. Kind of like sharpening it. Going right under a rock. Take the rock out too. Chop that rock in half. Again, as the lower it gets, of course, the more dirt, the more it's like dirt as opposed to being stone, the easier it is for us to clear it. The faster it goes. The more we get toward the desert, the faster it's going to clear as well. Again, how we looking? Looking good. Looking good. Oh, we're on a roll there. Oh, we were. Went down another block. Can't see a darn thing, Kismet. That's because we're rocking it. That's because we're rocking this baby. I don't know if that falls down and kills me, but with my luck, it would. Try not to deviate. Something just fell and hit me. Something just fell and hit me. This is a big project. See, now the cool thing is when I'm done with this gigantic cutout I'm doing here, I can just say, okay, everybody, this line and up, right? So you do the bottom line first, so you can just say, okay, this is what I'm trying to do, this line and up, and then they'll get an idea. They'll get an idea of what you're looking for. Trying to get stuff so it doesn't fall on my head. Starting to get nighttime, too. It actually is nighttime. Try to get this done. How we looking? How we looking? More to go. More to go. That's it. One ginormous cut all the way across. And I ended up right by my bike, which is awesome. And run up here. And get up this little thing that I made. Oh, if I'm running in the right direction, probably helps. I can run up this little ramp that I made that's right there by my bike. I can run up there and get it going on. Get it going on. Make sure my sniper is loaded. There we go, right here. Give myself a little bit of exit because I'm going to cut that whole side anyway. Now, the only one problem is I can't go that way. All right, because there's a hole there. I'm going to fall down in that hole if I go that way. And I can try to jump it, or I can just go out here and just go around it like that. And there we go. So now we've got that done. We're going to go ahead and take all this back to the base as well. Drop off all this sweet loot. Or we can put it on the bike. Either way. Either way. You are not allowed inside. Stay out. There we go. Check for any more bad guys. Look at this. Wow. Huge extension. He's extending it about as big as it is right now. Very nice.
Well, that's a sweet build, because...
Oh, yeah. This is going to be the compound. We're going to have a giant compound here. We're going to have... like themed areas, right? Like, you know, restaurants, and you have like the building area, and you have all those things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as opposed to the stuff we usually do. You know, we usually just make a one giant bunker, and we have all of our stuff just nicely organized and all of that stuff. But this time we're going to kind of spread it out a little bit, and we'll make like a Dropbox center. We'll, you know, kind of let people be creative and build stuff out. So pretty fun, pretty fun. It's going to be massive, though. It's going to be crazy. Going to be crazily massive. Yeah, last time we went small. The time before that we went big, and then, you know, I think the time before that we went big, and all the other times before that we went big. But this time we went small, and then we're going big again. So I like doing massive builds like this. It's a lot of fun. I also like to let people's creativity go.
Oh, I like it.
That kind of stuff.
I might come and visit you after Hood Night sometime.
Oh, yeah, anytime. I mean, hey, the base is here for everybody. So this is a group base. So if you guys want to come over, drop by, you know, hang out, or even come over and build something, go for it. Go for it. It's not that the whole community server is for the community. So, I mean, obviously, don't come over and grab all our resources and take off with it. And no one should go over and take your guys' resources and do the same. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys should have just asked last time. I mean, it's just a bunker in the middle of the woods right now. That's all we got going. That's all we had.
When we logged in, no one was on, and we're like, oh, we don't know where the new base is. Oh, we'll just go sit around for a bit.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just buzz me or buzz somebody who was on, like me, Ro, or Anon, or just put it in the chat. Because when you put stuff in the chat, by the way, like the lurker chat, it automatically goes to my phone. And it's just like a notification, comes up like a text message and says, so-and-so said this in the chat. So you can always reach me that way, unless I'm asleep. Then I'll be asleep.
Noted for next time.
There we go. All right, so what are we doing? We are doing something. Dropping loot off. Clearing this out. Dropping off the sweet loot. I'm going to start using this as a drop box right over here. Let's do it. Let's drop all this extra stuff in here. Drop off all that sweet stuff in there. We got plenty of grassy ground now. 250 is more than enough. Let's see. And we have some extra cement, so we'll go ahead and put that, or concrete. We got tons of it going in here. Look at that. Nice. How are we looking on our mixers? Still going. A lot of concrete going there. You're going to need a lot, which is awesome. Okay, so we've got that going. Now I need a cross section going in the other direction. So let's get that going. Oh, don't forget, I'm going back for gas too. I might have to take a break from doing that and go and collect some gas. Let's see what we got in the drop boxes. Don't have any barrels. Could have sworn I brought some barrels somewhere. Barrels. So there's some gas in there. Let's get that out of there. Oh, and my repair kits. And again, see, we brought all this stuff. We just put it in the thing itself. And that one's locked. That one's not locked. So it's got a thing of gas in it. And it's got a thing of gas in it too. By the way, everybody's welcome to come and, you know, help out with the bunker and all of that stuff. It's a team effort fun. But again, that's what's cool about the community server. You guys can do whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Thank you.
Boom.
I think where we are, we're surrounded by blastlands. I'm a bit scared to drive through nighttime.
There you go. Yeah, I was, I forget who it was. Who was just literally just kamikaze every time. We just drive right through the blasted lands. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm going around. I'm too good at finding mines. Summit Becomer is so cool. Thank you, Grade. Yeah, again, I try different stuff. What is that trench for again? Great question, Lux. Great question. This trench right here is the bottommost boundary of our cement foundation. That whole entire line. And you're like, damn, that's big. Yep, very big. And we're going to basically build our own giant compound right here. And so we're going to make it from this road to this road. Now, these are already pre-existing roads, so we can just use the roads, or we'll make our own darn roads. I don't know. But here, from here up is going to be our base, and we'll probably make our base go right to about right here. Right? So we'll make it go from here up. We'll make this whole entire thing all cement. It'll be nothing but a giant cement block. Then we'll build a kill box over here for Horde Night. We might try different kill boxes. We'll try different designs. We'll have people build different kill box designs over here to try to see what they can do. Mine is going to be like an arch, and they try to pull them in, and let's see if they kill the arch, or do they break it, or, you know, how do they interact with the kill box is probably the biggest thing that I like to see. What happens to it, how they attack it, which way do they hit, what gets damaged, depending on what side they come from. Very great way to evaluate your base when you build it. I mean, how does it get there? How do they get in there? Are they walking up to the edges of your blade traps and just hitting your blade traps and not getting hit by them? That's why I added the wedges, right? I added these ramps where they walk up the ramps, they fall down in there, and then they get chopped up. Now, I've built a lot of bases, some really gigantic mega bases as well. I mean, ones that dwarf this as well. I mean, really huge. I mean, massive bases that were, you know, like the size of an entire city. And, of course, it was like the mega kill boxes. Awesome. You can go see all that stuff on my YouTube channel, by the way. If you go back and check out the highlights over there, the mega builds, you can check those out as well. Now, this will be a mega build here as well when we have it done. And, again, we're going to have different pieces of the puzzle. We build the foundation first, and then we say, okay, go to it. Now, of course, we're going to build like an outer wall and then kind of a succinct inner walls or inner gates to protect, you know, the zombies if they get through those outer areas. Because sometimes people won't be online and we'll be off doing something else, right? And then other people will be on the community server and stuff may break into our base when nobody's around. So you got to keep that in mind, that you may not be online when they're trying to break into your base because other people may be way off somewhere else playing and then your base gets destroyed, right? So the only thing I care about in the base is the stuff. The stuff is always your most vital thing. So when you're building a base, that should be your priority, the stuff, right? The stuff that you've collected, all the hours and effort that your entire team has put into it, is your stuff safe? Right now, it's fairly safe. On Horde Night, it would not be safe. It would not be safe to use this bunker right here as a Horde Night base. Because what will happen is they'll break in, they'll start shooting, like a cop will get in here, start shooting, it'll break these things, and then all the stuff will fall out of there, and then you'll end up doing it all over again. Which is no big deal. I mean, we're just going to collect the resources again, but the whole point of it is to start to build momentum toward building bigger and bigger stuff. Speaking of awesome people, holy moly, coming in, Aluvatar, with the massive host there. Thank you so much for coming in, raiding my channel. We're getting raided, everybody. Quick, put on the raid siren. We're getting raided. Illuvatar raid. I'm going to go up to my overseer's office. Let's take a look at who it is. Who's coming in here? Gaming as usual coming in. We got 7 coming in. Illuvatar himself coming in with a 402 raid. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kellum Mall coming in, showing the love as well. I love to see people coming in and being part of other people's raids. I love doing the love train, which is what I call my raids. When I go out and raid other people like Illuvatar right now, trying to work on the partnership, everybody. Trying to work on his partnership. I got mine finally. It was a long and hard thing to do, but once you get partner, by the way, it's like getting to the starting line. I see Will Betts coming in as well. I see Snowy Leopard also showing that Illuvatar loved my channel. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Put your feet up. Relax. Take it easy. We're playing some epic 7 Days to Die, and I'm building a mega base right now. Let's go back to it. Let's jump back over to it. Boom. Right over here. Sly One also with the 402 raid coming in. As you can see, we're building a tiny little base. We got a bit of a cement platform going on right now. Turn that raid siren off. We've got a little bit of a bunker. Now, what we did this time was we started our base way the heck up here. So we went way, still more way up here. So we started somewhere around here as a group, and we ran down here to the kill box. And around to this kind of area, this little town. So we built the kill box right in the middle of the road. We expanded it a little bit, but usually the first base that we take over or the first base that we build is typically not our final base. That's just something to get started by day 7. We've got a place that is defendable. We can, of course, build up resources and start to level up. Then we decide, okay, where do we want to build a more substantial, kind of permanent, long-term base at? So we wandered around the wasteland. You can see we've wandered all over the place. In various different directions. And we came across some epic cities down here. So that's why we're way down here. Now, as you can see, we've got a city there. We got this gigantic city here with a bit of a town. We've got another city here and another city over here in the fire. And I don't know, there could be even more cities. The weird thing is I find the cities kind of clustered together. Do you find that, Illuvatar? That you find one city and for some weird reason, there's another city over here, and there's another city over there, and another city over there, and so on. Thank you, Straight for Light, also for the host, and thank you, 7 Erickson, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Now, again, my name is Kismet. I am a variety streamer. If you want to know a bit about my stream, boom, here you go. Again, my name's Kismet. I've been streaming for a very long time, for about 2.5 years. Really for about 1.5 years professionally. I've been playing 7 Days to Die, Fallout 4, of course I'm a Twitch partner, Discord partner, and of course partner with Cursed Union for Gamers. I can't wait to see Illuvatar have that little purple check above his stream as well, and then of course see him at TwitchCon, hopefully next time. I'm also the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny, over 800 members over the last 15 years, that's right, one of the longest running ones. Here's my members playing some WoW right there, and of course Star Wars The Old Republic, 300 members in each of those. Lots and lots of fun back in the day. I do play a lot of Fallout 4. I do play a lot of 7 Days to Die. We've been playing some Warframe on Saturdays as well. And, of course, some Dark and Light. So a lot of different games. And I bring to you guys all that entertainment here on the stream, as well as to bring you guys a lot of giveaways here on stream. We give away Fallout 4. I've given away 50 copies of 7 Days to Die. That's right. There's 50 people out there who have 7 Days to Die because I handed it out to them. As well as a lot of other AAA games. Literally thousands of dollars worth of games I've given away. As well as we do a lot of community events. Of course, you can play on our community servers. If you like Dark and Light, if you like 7 Days to Die, you can do that as well. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for bringing that epic raid into the stream. Speaking of epic people coming in, Jonah Birch with a raid as well. Thank you so much coming in with the auto host. Appreciate the auto host love here in the stream. Appreciate it. Hero, says the Lady Allure. Hero to you. Adoras PUBG. Playing some PUBG action. Bringing in the beard. Bringing in the beard action. Now, I'd grow a beard if it would look decent, but it doesn't. It's terrible. It's terrible. I have a terrible beard. It's all scraggly. So, no beard for me. But, hey, if you can make an epic beard, go for it. Go for it. Dudes with epic beards rule. Rule. Now again, if you haven't checked out Luvatar's channel, I'm big hoping that he gets that. He gets that partnership love soon. It's a giant battle. You got to keep climbing that hill, and then when you get to the top of the hill, you know what? You see a starting line. That's when it becomes work. When you become a partner, now you do that for a living. It is your job to do that. So be warned. That's just the starting line. So first you got to climb the hill, you got to get to the starting line, and then it's time to do what you love to do every day, which is what I'm doing right now. Hopefully Luvatar gets to that point as well. Gets to that point where he's got that epic thing. Yeah, usually 3 or 4 in a group. There you go. There you go. Now again, if you'd like to win some epic stuff in my stream, you can also do that right here in the chat. I got the advanced version of the Bit Boss. That's right, it's the beta version of it. You can actually win stuff in my chat for free. You can also donate to the stream using the donate down below, the Gather donate, and then you can also buy stuff. You can buy weapons, armors, fight the dragon in there. You can win $25, $50, $100, even consoles and headphones in the chat right over there from Bit Boss. It was pretty awesome, aka Gather. A lot of fun to play along in the stream. A lot of fun to play along in the chat. I always try to bring more entertainment to you guys as well. So again, that's what we built this line for. So everything above this line is going bye-bye. Now that's a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time, and we'll do it a little bit at a time. We'll probably expand the base. We'll keep expanding out. Now Anon right now is doing an amazing job of expanding that way. And then we'll expand it, you know, in little sections as we go, right? Like so. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do a cross-section. While we're at it, to get an idea. And of course, I'll fill in all the other people who are helping out, like Ro and other people who are helping out here on the teamwork side. We're just going to keep expanding our little thing here. Now, I'm going to aim in the direction of where I've already cut. And we're going to go ahead and do some more cutting here. Now, this isn't very deep here at this level. So we're going to go ahead and just straight up cut it this way. Now there is a problem with cutting from this side this way, right? From cutting from this side this way, right? And then cutting from this side this way. There's an elevation issue, right? One's going to be way down further than the other one, which I'm coming across. So they're going to be at an elevation. So I have to build a ramp to come out of there. And then eventually this space that we got right here will be kind of the floor level, and we'll probably ramp it down at some point on the outside edge. So we'll just ramp it up to that kind of top level, which is where our center base is, right? So you got to flatten it out as best you can, and then ramp it down in there. Or we could have started over here and then just cut this all out at that level. But of course, this road over here is going to be higher, and the other road's going to be lower, right? So you got that elevation issue that you got to deal with. That's okay. That's okay. We'll deal with it as we need to do. And we need to tear all this down. We'll tear it all down, do it again. It's part of the fun. Part of the fun is just like Legos. Just like Legos, you make it, you enjoy it, and then you tear it down, make something else. Or you just go somewhere else and make something else, because you can dig anywhere in the entire map. You can tear anything down in the entire map. And when you have epic servers like we do, when you have 32 people playing simultaneously, it is awesome. It is awesome. Oh. Again, if you do have any comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. Feel free to put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. I'll know you're talking to me. Also, if you want to know how to level up here in stream, the Sparkle Dog, the legendary Sparkle Dog. If you've never met the legendary Sparkle Dog, she's going to have a little bit to say to you right over here.
Hi, this is Sparkle, the legendary gamer dog. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the follow button, then go to your Twitch channel, then to chat, do a /HusKismet, and if you really want to level up, press that subscribe button. Thanks and later, noobs.
There you go, everybody. The legendary Sparkle Dog. That is my real dog, by the way, and that is her real name, Sparkle. Yeah. My oldest daughter got to name her. I bought her for her when she was 5. When she was just 5 years old, she's a Welsh English Corgi dog. Very strange dog, but very funny. Very funny, very cool dog. If you're interested in a doggy, I suggest don't get any and don't have children. But other than that, you're good. All right, so we've hit the center part there. And now we've got that kind of sectioned off. Let's go down here. Unless you like lots of headaches. Dogs and kids are the same kind of thing. They're crazy. Good night. Have a great night, Louvatar. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate it. This is true, RJ Phoenix, and I have done everything I have loved to do as a job my entire career. My entire career, I have loved every minute of it. And that does really, really help. Oh, I got some stuff on me. I'm radiated. All right, so we're going way down here this other side. We're going to see if we can find the edge of the road. Keep cutting a little bit here. Finish up this. Maybe make a little ramp here. Let's see if we can go pro here. Let's try to be a little pro action. A little pro ramp. Not too bad, not too bad. More of an arc, though. Get up there. A little too steep. A little too steep action. That's okay. Bring any wood? We did. All right, ramp. Need some ramps. How are we doing on time? Problem with this game, man, it's just so incredibly fun that you literally, it's just like 2 seconds goes by in real life, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I just spent the last 12 hours playing this game. That's how incredibly fun it is. Grassy ground. Keep it going. Keep it going on that grassy ground. All right. Let's make some actual ramps. All right, there's our ramp edge. All right, that's much better. Very difficult to do ramps. Very difficult to do ramps just by looking at the thing. 'Cause it's hard to visualize that kind of ramp edge. But if you fell down in there, you could drive all the way to the end. You could drive all the way to the end and then go up onto the road. Or you can go all the way the other way and get out. See, I'm making it so you can get out of the thing as you go, right? If I can walk up, then they can ride up. All right. Nice. Goes right to where the city is, too. Coolio. Liking it. That's the blasted lands up there. Ah, we're going to cut right into the blasted lands. Nice. Nice. All right, let's run. Let's run back to the base. Maybe we can get this loot here while we're at it. I think I already looted this. Nope. Couldn't open it. That was all sorts of fail. Oh well. Oh well, a Rooney. Alright, heading back. I always feel like I'm walking really, really slow. Oh. Oh, look at that shot. Moving target, flying target, super small target. One shot, one kill. Nice, that was good. I liked it. If you like that, throw a 1 in the chat. Good night, Snowy Leopard. Oh, no, Snowy Leopard saying good night to Louvatar. Awesome. I hear that another bird. Oh, 2 shots to kill on those birds. Nice. Look at this sucker. Wow. Look at this. Excellent work. Excellent work. Shooting something. Shooting something. All right. Okay, so we got that done. So now we have an idea of what we want to do on our base. And then we're just going to make the kill box. Maybe I should make this other line, and then everybody will know what we want it to be. That sounds like a plan. All right. Let's go do that. Let's go. Let's mark it first. Let's mark it so I know where I'm going. And if we're going to do it, we might as well just keep finishing it up. Kind of section off the side of the base. We know where we want to go. This side will be much smaller and, of course, more at a level with the base we're at. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at this. That's more rebar frames right there. That's more rebar frames. Who was that awesome person who dropped the dragon hammer? Let's take a look. Let's see. It was the Lady Allure coming in, dropping the dragon hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. See lots of ones in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Again, my name is Kismet. I hope you're having a fantastic night. Look at that. I don't even need to do a thing. I don't even need to do a thing. Directly east. Maybe I should do a thing from there first. Oh, I saw something moving. See that shadow on the ground? Yep, there it is. I swear that was a hit. Wait for it. Mouse is being touchy. Gotcha. See, I saw that shadow, and I'm like, oh, it's a bird. Sneaky bird. Oh, wow, I killed a bird, and now look at this nice little pond right here. I should be in our base. I should be part of our base right there. Maybe I should put it on this side.
Hello.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody scared the heck out of it. Hello, you made me jump. What's up? That was funny. That was funny. All right. What is it? Raining on that side and not raining on this side? That was weird. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's raining on that side, but not raining on this side. Another bird. Oh! Now, come on. That was a good shot. That was an excellent shot there. Snipe that sucker. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and just put a frame down. Seems weirdly elevated. Okay. Hold on, we got to move some of the bushes. Kind of weirdly elevated there. It's like there's a half a block into this water. Let's take that half a block out. Put a real block in there. There we go. All right. Now what we can also do, by the way, is we can look at our elevation up on the map. Press the right button. There we go. We can look at our elevation where we're at. We're at minus 28 right now where we're standing. We can stand on here and say, okay, we're minus 28. Then we can go back to the other one and figure out the elevation that would match up to that other side. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit here in this direction. Try to get it started. I think people will get the idea. Oh, I dug it down too low. See that? Whole thing is too low. Whole thing is too low, but luckily I got tons of grassy ground. Fill it right back in again. But it's going to be a nice curved edge there. Make a mistake, no big deal. Just roll on, both in game and in life. If you make a mistake, just play on, just like playing the piano. If you make a mistake playing the piano, don't stop. Keep going. Just keep going. Boom. All right, there we go. So there's going to be the upper part of our base. I think I might make this into our own, like, personal shallows. Our own personal pool right here. Pretty awesome. Instead of making a water thing over there, I'll just make this part of our base. All right, cool. So that's probably best to build the food and water over this way, close to the water, right? So you can just go up there and just refill the water. Yeah, look at me thinking ahead. Thinking ahead. So yeah, there's the upper part of the thingy. Let's get our bike now. It's hopefully on the right side. This way. Of the thing, but of course it's not. It used to be really hard to find your bike, by the way. Before they allowed you to put the lock on it and then find it, it was like nearly impossible to find your bike. So weird. So weird that that side is rainy and this side is not. Very, very strange. All right. So we got that done. I'm going back to the base. Where am I going? Where am I going? Again, we just have like a bunker out in the middle of nowhere here. Like this. Beautiful day today, though. Beautiful day. And as you can see, this elevation is rising in this direction, right? And in the other direction, the elevation is actually going down. So it's going to actually be lower than what we're doing here, right? Until we hit up in kind of this mountain edge there. We're going to kind of run into a little bit of that mountain, but I don't think too much. If you look at the elevation, there's kind of an elevation line here. There's an elevation line along there. It kind of shows you how that mountain's going. So we'll probably cut a little bit into that mountain. But we should be good. Again, notice how this is rising up. So you'd actually have to start it going down. See, it actually goes down. So you have to fill this in and bring it up to the level of our base. I don't know if we're gonna do that. We'll think about it. But for right now, we're gonna just extend the base out a little bit first. A little bit first. Now, another thing I can do is just kind of clean cut all this other stuff and just collect a lot of resources. Let's do that for a bit. The number one thing you want to clear, of course, is all the trees. And then also we got this kind of weed whacker thing that you can go in and take all the grass out too. Get lots of fibers. Now that I think about it, actually, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and see if we can get more resources. Let's get off of that. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and unlock more resources while we're doing that. While we're collecting. I think there should be a separate thing for collect. Wow, I got 134 up there. Wow. That shows you how fast you can level if you use the auger, but I don't like doing it again. It feels like cheating to me. If you do it specifically for that reason. Comfortable sleeping. Yeah, that's funny. All right, what am I looking for? I forgot now. I'm looking for bad mechanic. Also for miner 69er. So let's just search for mine. Miner 69er. All right, let's buy our way up in there. Ooh, all the way up in miner 69er. And then bad mechanic. There we go. Ooh, we can buy our way up into there too. Got to be mechanic 6. Already am mechanic 6. 20 points. I've got 20 points. Oh, no, I'm mechanic 3 of 5. Or 4 of 6. There we go. And then... Oh, man. Nice. Nice, nice. All right, looking good. And back to it. This way I collect more resources every time I knock down a tree. I'm not wasting all these resources. Clear cutting the forest. Now what you do is you come out here with a whole group of people. You get out here with like 10 people and you say, okay, clear cut the forest, and then everybody clear cuts it in different directions, and then you have it knocked down, which is a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do stuff on that scale. And I'll organize them all at some point to really go to work on this. It seems so loud. Sucker always seems so loud. All right, put it down a bit to listen to the chainsaw. I wish they had an internal thing where you can turn the chainsaw and the auger down a little bit. I mean, it can be loud so the zombies can hear you. I don't mind about that, but so I don't have to listen to it be so loud. That would be nice. This is fun. Clear cutting the whole city. I'm also getting lots of seeds and stuff, so I can replant all this if I want. Like so. And you can either do this very systematically or very chaotically like I'm doing it right now. It's really up to you. I don't know. I go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, because that's what's great about this game, is to do that. Is just to get one thing done. Oh man, we're out of time. Out of time already. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. I'm a tree cutting machine. Cut down the big ones. Cut down the big ones. Then come back for the small ones. This is super fun, actually. Super fun. There we go. That's true. Hey, Israel, home yet? Just got home. There you go. There you go. I can do this for hours. Cutting down trees. Am I looking? Dang. Well, we certainly aren't going to have any shortage of wood for the fire. That's for sure. All right. I think I got a bunch of trees. I don't know what about you guys. But I think I got a couple, right? I got a couple trees there. Now, the cool thing about the chainsaw, by the way, is it doesn't take your action points. The reason why my action points are going down is because I'm holding down the shift key while I'm doing it at the same time. See if I can get a few more of these trees on the way back to the base. There's a wild, crazy man out there cutting down all the trees. Little ones are hard to get sometimes. Let's take a look. Look at that. I clear cut it way back there. Nice. It would be easier if it wasn't raining right now. Yeah, I just clear cut it way back there. Way back on that side, too. Nice. So that's fun. Now you can see all the stuff. You can also see the zombies coming at you, too. With that clear cut. Wow, look at all this epic work that Anon is doing over here. That is awesome. Awesome work, bro. Awesome work. All right, sadly, I have to head out. We got to go raid somebody. Squirrel! I know, huh? Massive squirrel. I squirrel quite... Up! Saw a shadow. Into the sun. Gotcha, sucker! Another epic shot way up there. Oh, and he didn't go through the ground that time. Chop him up. Now, you're supposed to use the axe so you get feathers, but we're fine. We're fine on the feathers. All right, let's do it. Now, the next thing that we want to do, of course, build the kill box. I'm probably not going to be down. I better tell Anon I'm not going to be around during that time. Hey, Anon, you there?
Yep.
Just a heads up that I'm not going to be around for the Horde Night. So either I would jump back to the other base or log off and let them do Horde Night on their side. Or that stuff, and I'll be back on Tuesday, and we'll do some more on the kill box and more around here on the bunker, on the compound.
All right.
All right, so I do like to let them know. So I'm heading out. You have a great night. Thanks so much for your help. I made some cut lines, by the way. I probably were listening on the stream, but I made a cut line all the way across to where the bottom of the bunker is going to be, the bottom of the compound, and then way up to the north, I made a little bit right off the water. The compound. We're going to make it go all the way across there. Of course, it's going to take more than one night to get that done. So we'll just kind of keep expanding it, kind of like what you're doing now, right? In little sections, little sections, little sections, until we eventually fill that whole entire area in. It's very ambitious. Very ambitious, as you can see.
All right. Have a good night.
They should not let you loose in the Amazon forest. I know, huh? I know. I'd have that sucker cut down in a few hours. Duct tape fixes everything if you make a mistake. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. Except for not on your relationships, though. Not on your relationships. You know what fixes that? Saying, yep, it was my fault. Fixes it every time. I've been with my wife 25 years. Try it next time. When you're arguing with somebody and they're expecting you to argue back, you say, yep, you're totally right. See what they do. See what they do. The next time you're arguing with somebody, you go, yep, you're totally right. The great thing about being older is I don't have to be right all the time. I don't have to be right. I don't have to be, oh, no, it's me, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. Oh, Kira Carulia came in with the auto host as well. Thanks, everybody, for coming in from Kira's channel. Much love. Much love to Kira over there. You should be part of my extended Twitch family over there. She is amazing. Now, somebody is about to get a lot of love right now. We're going to go show them some love
I'm off
out
too,
there.
so if you want to stay on Ahun, it'll come to you.
Uh-oh, look, we got somebody to play with. That's why I leave this kind of opening. So I could try to snag them around the door. If I can't get them there, then I go up and about. And I just peek over the edge. Wrong edge. Hi. Sorry, don't need no Avon. Oh, now again, we have it turned way up. So these mobs hit really, really hard. So you gotta watch out for that. Don't let them touch you. Man, my shooting is off. My shooting is off today. Great on birds, terrible on zombies. Look at all you little suckers. Any fun down there? They're down on the ground. They're not hitting my base. Don't break my stuff. Do I come in your little zombie house and break your stuff? Well, maybe I do, and then I steal all their stuff and I take it back to my base. But that's beside the point. That's totally the point, actually. But that's beside the point that I'm trying to make. And that is, we need to go raid somebody. All right, logging out. Exit. Logging out. And we're going to go ahead and raid somebody here, everybody. Let me go ahead and just jump back up to my overseer's office. We're going to go ahead and get that love going, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do that Kismet love train for all the people who came in and throw those hosts. Thank you to Luvatar for that massive host. Also, Kira Corellia, Jonah Birch, and a bunch of other epic people who come in and host my channel, as well as all the people who came in and hit that sub love tonight, who hit that follow button. We're going to do that Kismet love train. Get you guys hyped and ready to go to raid somebody right now. Let's do it. Now, again, this goes out to tonight's subs. Of course, oh, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Going out to tonight's subs who are RJ Phoenix, Captain Jang, Matty Ice, and of course, Anon as well. Thank you so much for all that sub love tonight. We're going to do the love train for all of you right now and all you epic people on the channel. Now, how do you be part of the love train? Well, here's what you do. You listen in. Saltbot is going to tell you how to do it right now. Let's go.
Saltbot here. It is time for the Kismet love train. Put at then the awesome person's name in chat along with your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers. They will fly all over the stream to show support for all the love.
Now, I hope you guys like my cool 3D animation there. Let's go, everybody. Let's see that love in the chat. I'm going to bring my backdrop off. At least you guys can see the opening. Let's do it in the chat, everybody. Let's go ahead and put at RJ Phoenix, at Captain Jang, at Matty Ice, at Anon, any or all of those people. Put in there, you put your favorite streamer, you put your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers right there in the chat, and they'll fly all over the place while I get our raid ready, right? Get pumped. Get ready to raid, everybody. Get fired up. Fired up, ready to go. Fired up and ready to go. RTG. Let's do it. Let's do it right over here. Let me see who they got ready to go. Boom. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, went offline. Not that one. Oh, somebody we haven't gotten before. I know because I haven't hit the follow button. Offline as well. Ah. Uh-huh. Looks like we don't got any... Oh, that was from yesterday. My mods. Huh. Huh. My mods didn't give me any mod raid peeps to get. They disappeared. Yep. All right, let me go ahead and find somebody here. Who are we going to show some love to tonight? Let's do it. Wow, I'm number one. Boom! I'm number one on 7 Days to Die. There we go. Maybe we should double raid. double raid the same person. Kind of thinking. Kind of think we should. Let's see over here. Who needs some love today? Who's going to go on the love train? Thanks, everybody, for getting part of the love train
The
here.
1070 Ti right now.
All right, let's see. Oh, he needs some love. We haven't got him yet. Oh, and part of my bros over here. All right, I see who we're going to target now, everybody. Great job. That was excellent and legendary.
Legendary.
There we go. Legendary. All right, let me go ahead and jump back to my overseer's office. Boom. All right, there we go. Now we go ahead and get this person queued up here. It takes me just a moment. I have a very advanced setup, as you guys know. And it takes a lot of clicking and a lot of stuff to get this overlay to work. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Get it going on. Pop it up here. Now, again, if you have any questions or comments, any last questions or comments for me before we go and raid, let me know in the chat. Now, what's going to happen, everybody, is I'm going to do the raid command. I'm going to do the raid command in the chat. And what's going to happen is it's going to give you a little function here at the top of the chat. It's going to say raid, and if you want to be part of it. So you go ahead and click that, so you come along with the rest of the raid, and then goes automatically pop into their channels. A lot of fun. Incredibly great feature. I learned about it at TwitchCon. Super, super fun and brilliant idea. Brilliant. I think way late, though. They should have came out with that a long time ago. But, hey, what we do, we can do, right? We do what we can do up in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop some raid love in there. Like so. And let me go ahead and put that in the chat. I got to get my chat up as well. Let's get ready to rock and roll. What happened to my chat thing there? There it is. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that raid hype in the chat. Going to get it going on. Like so. Raid. We got any... like so. I'm talking to myself. Be quiet, Kismet. I'm talking here. Be quiet. Do I actually got some mods in the chat? Mods, are you there? Did my mods wander off? Mods wander off. No, there we go. We got Jazz Sands backing me up. Jazz Sands backing me up. Jazz Sands, let's go ahead and dish out 10,000 kiss caps also to RJ Phoenix for being the bit boss tonight. That's right. You're the boss, so you get 10,000 kiss caps. Appreciate the love. Bam. If you're the bit boss at the end of the night, you get 10,000 kiss caps. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and give that to him. Blow it up. Up there went somebody. Great name, by the way. Bye-bye. My mods got you. Haha. There we go. Childish adults. Let's do it. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to raid. So we got that going on. And we got to get his name in there, so we got the proper name as well. We've got to go into Stream Elements and go into our overlays. Get the correct overlay this time. There we go. Nice. Nice. Scroll over there. Scroll down a little bit. Put that proper name in there and save that sucker. And it updates live on stream. Awesome! All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and switch over to my raid layout. Here we go. Let's go. Boop. Right here. Now, this is the person we're going to get right here. Erican, we're going to get him. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Probably not. I butcher everybody's names. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to run in there. We're going to blow up his channel. I want you guys to go ahead and grab that raid hype that is coming up in the chat right here. Let's do it again. Did I not put it in there? Apparently I did not. Raid hype. Bam. There it is right over there in the chat. Go ahead and grab it there, everybody. Kismet Love Train, sharing the love. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get it going. I love the love train. There you go, Gun Happy Hippie. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Well, we're going to send the love train around Twitch. That's what we love to do. We love to send out the love to other people. He has no idea we're coming. Shh, shh, shh. Wait for it. Wait for it. He has no idea we're coming. We're going to go in there. We're going to blow up his chat. Let me get my thing ready over here so I can blow up his chat as well. Let me go ahead and copy that myself. Copy that, baby, and just get it ready in the chats. The chatty chat. Now, again, this guy's also part of the Bearded Brigade. I love BGG over there. I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. Got to meet him at TwitchCon. Super nice. Super cool guys. Of course, the guy gave Princess Ukulele and Matt the big hug live on stream when I was streaming live from TwitchCon. It's pretty funny. If you want to see those highlights, by the way, they are up on my YouTube channel. But all right, we're ready to go. We're ready to raid. And let's get it going. Raid. Oh, typing. I got 3 keyboards, so this isn't easy. This isn't easy to get the right one at the right time. All right, let's do it. Let's get that raid queued. Boom! Raid is queued. Now, I'll be back, of course, on Tuesday. I'm off on Monday, but I'll be back on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to play more games with you guys, more Fallout 4, and working more on this gigantic bunker that we're working on. Let's go ahead and listen in, see what he's doing. Listen in on it. If it's going to let me. There we go.
He's so cute when he's drunk because he gets so weird.
He's so cute when
He
he's
just
drunk.
gets, like,
All right, come with me, everybody. Hit that button up there. Come on, keep clicking it. Keep clicking it. Raid, 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 raid. Click that button up there.
I think it's cute.
I want to see how many we can get going at the same time. And let's see what he says when we drop a massive raid in his chat. 150 plus people going to go in his chat right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on with us, everybody. This is one of my favorite things to do. Go out, show the love to another streamer. When you send out that love, I've literally rated hundreds of people and asked them to go on to rate other people. So it's thousands of people all around Twitch. Ask them to go on and keep that love train going to others. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Here we go. Here comes the raid.
It's possible, but it's not likely.
Going
Zombies
through
don't
right now.
randomly spawn.
All right, let's blow up his chat, everybody. Blow up his chat. Let's do it. Boom.
Kismet! Holy Shazbot. Kismet, thank you very much for that host, sir.
There we go. Get him in the chat, everybody. Get him in the chat. Kismet Love Train. Mods, for everybody in the chat who puts the Kismet Love Train in there, let's give out additional 500 kids caps. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Kismet, Epic One, how you folks doing this evening? Pleasure to have you coming through.
Let's also drop the follow on his channel.
How you doing?
Bam. Show him that extra love.
If you are not already following Kismet, I would greatly appreciate it if you would go. Thank you, Animal, for doing it as well. But I would greatly appreciate if you would go ahead and give Kismet a follow. Definitely a pillar in the 7 Days to Die community. Greatly appreciate you coming through with the folks. Feroz, how you been, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to know things are doing well for you. Lady Allure, how you doing, ma'am? How are things?
Awesome. All right.
So currently playing 7 Days to Die. Way 69, how you doing, bud? Gun happy hippie. Love it. Love to hear that name. I'm a little bit of a gun happy hippie myself. Not so much on the weed, but I
got an army shirt on.
Crazy Irish John, thank you very much for that follow.
There we go. Look at you guys blowing it up.
I think.
Nice.
Oh yeah, happy to do it for you, Kismet. So my name is Erican. Way69, thank you for that follow as well. I am Erican. I am a part of the Beard Brigade.
Erican, that's how you say it.
I was an original member of the Beard Brigade. We split ways for a little while, getting that back together, getting the band back together, as it were, after having a nice long talk with Joe and Matt this weekend at the Twitch Orlando event. Kismet, thank you for the follow as well, my friend. Mostly a 7-day streamer, but I'm also a variety streamer. I stream a lot of different survival stuff, but I stick to 7 Days to Die as my main bread and butter. You'll see me playing everything from 7 Days to Die to RimWorld to Call of Duty with some, if I've got some time, playing that. I'm going to be jumping into Dying Light probably in the next couple weeks. Looking forward to Survive the Night. Sven Erickson, thank you very much for that follow, bud. I greatly appreciate it. Cheese it. First rule of robotics. I thought the first rule of robotics was... Wait, no, that's... something along those lines. I can't remember what Asimov listed as rules of robotics. Anyway. So, I've been streaming for just about a year and a half now. About a year and 3 months. Gun Happy Hip, thank you for that follow. Yeah, I got it, Johnny. I'm currently playing Starvation. I actually helped alpha test the last Core 76. Thank you for that follow, but I appreciate it. I actually helped Mortal Entis and the crew alpha test this version of it before it was released. So I feel very attached to this mod. Initially, I was very angry with it when it came out this second time. Definitely plan to do that, Kismet. I will talk your ear off about any game that I'm playing, man. I will definitely keep them going, Kismet, and I appreciate it immensely, brother. You have a good evening. Thank you so much, and get some rest, bro. So I alpha tested all. Oh God.
All right, all right. That was an awesome raid. Thanks everybody for hanging out. That's it for me. That was super fun. That seems like a super awesome guy. I'm glad we picked him. He definitely deserves it. Seems like he's having lots of fun playing 7 Days Die. He's getting attacked by zombies right now. And I'm out of here again. See you guys Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody.